Right then, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone online and around the world. Welcome back to Manor Park Classics. We got our bike auction today, our car auction tomorrow. As the Northwest's only fixed venue, this allows us to offer extended viewing periods, dry storage, and we will also give you a week's free storage as well. Bidders and guests in the room, please make sure you have your paddles in your hands if you're ready to bid. If you need to register, if you just go to the desk at the front, then there's not a problem there. We can get you registered if you wish to bid today. Terms and conditions, please make sure you are familiar with our terms and conditions of the sale. Today is the bikes and motorbikes, so we got 15% plus VAT as well, so it's 18% inclusive on the hammer today then, subject to a minimum of £50 plus VAT as well. So please, again, if you're not registered, feel free to go to the front desk, get your paddles in hands and online. I hope you're ready to go and all registered and ready to bid. Provisional bids. Today we offer a provisional bidding system. So that means today myself as the auctioneer, if I put the hammer down, it's sold. If I do not put the hammer down, I will say the bid is provisional. We will subject that provisional to the provisional bidding team on our right over here. They will make the call with the vendor and we will try and get a deal across the line for you as quickly as possible. And then throughout the sale, we will make those announcements of what is sold. Also today, fire safety, ladies and gentlemen. Event of a fire alarm goes off, it will not be a drill. There will be nearest fire alarms. If you just follow the green signs around the building or out through the front exit, we would like to then meet by the front gates there to get everyone assembled and registered, just to make sure everyone's here and everyone's safe. No planned tests, like I said, so if it does happen, it's not a drill. Bathroom facilities are just through the mini room down there to the back room to the left. If you follow the road down, all the bathrooms are down there. You've got the ladies and the gents down there. Filming throughout today's auction, so just be aware that there is a lot of filming going on today. So if you want to avoid the cameras, there will be a revolving camera and there's a couple of cameras around the building. Also would like to say a massive thank you to our partners for this auction. We have Kingfisher Insurance Group. That's Andy, who I don't believe is here today. We also have the Fast and Funded finance team. So if you're looking to get any of these vehicles financed, if you get in touch with Fast and Funded, they'll do their best to help you with that. Moving motorcycles as well. So if you purchase any of the bikes in today's sale, if you give them a call and you want a quote for delivery, or if you give us a call, we can get those quotes for you. Bid with confidence today, ladies and gentlemen. We also have KTL, the car storage. So if you can't get it away within the next week, you want somewhere nice to store your bikes or your cars over the next couple of days, feel free to get in touch with them. Removal and results, ladies and gentlemen. Results this time aren't going to be published until end of play Tuesday with the bank holiday Monday. So we look forward to publish all the results from the sale today and tomorrow by end of play Tuesday. No removals on offer until after the auction has finished. Once the auction is finished, you can feel free to come and collect your items. We offer, again, 1 week's free storage on these. Thereafter, we'll be charged at £10 per lot per day. So feel free, ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to bid today, bid with confidence. We do what we can here at Manor Park to help you out. Without further ado, we're going to start with lot number one. Lot number one is this lovely 2001. It's the Gilera DNA 50 here then. I'm going to start off a couple of commission bids on my book. I'm going to go straight in at 100, 200, and 300 is bid now. 4, sir. 400 a bid in the front. At 400, 400, 400. At 400 a bit now, 400, 400, 400 is bid here. At 400, no reserve today, ladies and gentlemen. At 400, gentleman's bid. At 400 a bit now, 400. I'll take 50 if anyone else wants to come in on this. 450 left-handed now. At 450 and 5. At 500 and 50 bid. At 550 a bit now, 550. 600, thank you again. At 600, shaking the head on the left now. At 600 a bid, with you, sir. 650 in the middle, thank you, sir. At 650 to bid, and 700 again. At 700, 700 seated bidder now. At 750, would you like to go again, sir? Thank you. 750 is bid. At 750 to bid. And 800 bid. 800, 800, 800, your bid here in the front at £800. Shaking the head here now. We're selling today, so make no mistake. Online, if you'd like to come in, now's your chance. Hammers up. We're finished. We're done. We're selling the first lot of the day then at £800. It's going once, twice, finished and done. Your bid, sir. What's your paddle number there? 798. Thank you very much. 798. Sold away at £800. Moving on down to lot number 2 today. Lot number 2, the 1998 Ducati 900 SS final edition here. Lovely bike this one is. Starting here, I've got several bids again. I'm going to go in at 2,000, 25, 3,000's bid. I'll take 200s now. At 3,000, 3,000 is bid. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000 bid. At 3,000 a bid now, 3,000. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. I'll take 2 if you want to come in now online. At 3,2 you do. At 3,2. At 3,2 bid. At 3,200 a bid now, 3,002 is an online bid. And 3,4. At 3,004. At 3,400 a bid now, 3,004 is bidding away. At 3,400 we're bid now. Online, would you like 3,6? 3,6 you do. At 3,006. At 3,600 a bid. At 3,000, 3,600 online. At 3,006. 3,8, thank you. At 3,800 a bid. At 3,008. At 3,000, 3,008. At 3,800, would you like 4? 4 you do, thank you online. Coming back in now. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. At 4,000, my bidder's out. It's all you online. At £4,000 is bidding away. Online bidder has it now. At £4,000 bidding away. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. At 4,000, I'll take 2 again. At 4,000 a bid. Are we finished? Are we done? 4,2, thank you. At 4,002. At 4,200 a bid now. 4,002 is bid. At 4,2. Would anyone else like to come in for 4,004? At 4,200 is bid now. At 4,002. Would you like one more online? At 4,200 a bid. I'll take 4,3 if you're nice and quick online bidder. At 4,002. At 4,200 a bid now. 4,002. Are we finished and done on this one? At 4,002. At 4,200 a bid now. 4,002. At 4,002. All finished. All done. Last chance. Fair warning then. Finished and done at 4,200. Make no mistake. At 4,200. Provisional there. 4,200. 443 takes that one. 4,200. Right then, moving down we go to the third lot of the day then. The 1966 Honda C95. Look at this one. Lovely bike again. No reserve here. Who's got £500 to get this one going? Anyone interested at £500 to start? How about 300 then? Surely. 300. Thank you, sir. Your bid. At 300 a bid. At 300, 300, 300. We'll go in 50s on this one, ladies and gentlemen. It's at 300. I'll take 50 if anyone else is interested. At 300 a bid. And 350 online. 400. Thank you. Gentleman's bid now. At £400 is bid. At 400 online. Would you like one more 50? At 400 a bid now. 400. 450. Thank you online. At 450, 450, 450 is bid. 500 again, gentleman's bid now. At 500, 500, 550 straight back in online. At 550 to bid. At 550, 550, 550 bid online now. At 550, would anyone else like 6? At 550 to bid. At 550, I'll tell you what, if I could tempt you back in, I'll take 575. At £550 is bid. Would you like 575? Thank you, sir. At 575, your bid. At £575, gentleman's bid. At 575, online, would you like 6? At £575, I'll take 600 if anyone else is coming in. Got to be fair to the gentleman that's bidding. At 575, we go once. At 500, 600 just in time. Sorry, sir. At 600 a bid. At 600, 600, 600 online bid. I'll take the 25 again. At 600, 625. Thank you again. At 625 is bid away. Gentleman's bid at £625. The bid is away. At 625, 25. Here to sell. At £625. Go once. Go twice. Finish done. Selling now at £650. Your bid, sir. At £650 and 893. Thank you. Moving on down we go, this time to lot number 4. Lot number 4 is the 1992 Suzuki, the GSS-R M90 sports bike then. Lovely sports bike, this one then. Let's start the bidding off here. I've got 1,500, 1,600, 1,700 is bid. At 1,700, 1,700. At 1,700 bid with me now. At 1,700, 1,700. At 1,700 a bid. 1,800, 1,900. 1,900's bid. At 1,900 a bid now. 1,900 commission bidder at the moment. At 1,900, 1,900. Would you like 2? At 1,900 a bid now. 1,900 is bid. At 1,900, 2,000. Thank you. Before you online, 2,000. I'm going to have to go 2,002 with my bidder. At 2,002, I'll take 2,3 if you want. At 2,000. 2,000, 2,002 is my bid. At 2,200 online, would you like to come back in? I'll take 2,3 from here. At 2,002. At 2,002, commission bidder here at the moment. At 2,200 is bid with me. Make no mistake. At 2,000, 2,002. Would anyone else like 2,003? At 2,200 a bid. At 2,000, 2,002. At 2,200 the bid then once. At 2,200 a bid then twice. 2,3. My commission bidder is out. You're in online bidder at 2,300. At 2,300 a bid. In Lancashire now, welcome with you. At 2,300 is your bid. I'll take 2,400 now if anyone else is interested. At 2,300 online. At 2,300 a bid now. 2,003 is bid. Are we finished? Are we done? Last chance. Fair warning. It goes this time then at £2,300 with you online at 2,300. That is provisional online at £2,300. Provisional bid there, and that is just to bidder number 12170. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we move on down to lot number 5 is up next. Then lot number 5. Coming your way, lot number 5, 1960 Norton Dominator 99 Deluxe, a very original example. This one is there, 749cc bike, seems original as well. Lovely bike, not surprised. Commission bids with me, and going to go £1,000 is bid, 1,100, 1,200 now. At 1,200, we're in and away. At 1,200 a bid, 1,300, 1,400, 1,500, 1,600. 1,600 is my bid at the moment, and 1,700 and 1,800 back to me at 1,800 a bid. At 1,800, my bidder on the commission bid at 1,800 at the moment. I'll take 19 now if anyone else is interested here at 1,800 a bid. At 1,800, we'll take a 50 if anyone else is interested. At £1,800, my commission bidder has 1,850. My bids are out. You're in at 1,850. Gentleman's bid at 1,850, 1,850. At 1,850 to bid now, 1,850, 1,850. At 1,850 bid. At 1,850, 1,850. On sale, ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake, with you, sir, at £1,850. Are we finished? At 1,850. Just waiting for the online to catch up a minute. At 1,850 is your bid. Got to be fair to the online bidders. If they want to come in, I'll take 1,900, one more. At 1,850, are you finished? Are you done? Selling with the gentleman then at £1,850. It goes this time, make no mistake. Yours again, sir, 893. Thank you. Moving on down we go then. Lot number 6 this time then, 1974. It's the Yamaha RD250. Nice original 125 bike, this one then. Where are we at? Starting a bit off, 1,000, 11, 12, 1,300 bid. At 1,300, 1,400, 15. At 1,500, 1,500, my bidder at the moment. At 1,500 a bid. At 15, 1,500. At 1,500 a bid now, 15, 1,500. At 15, 16, 17 back to me. At 1,700. At 1,700, 1,700. 1,800, 1,900, still my bidder at the moment. At 1,900, 1,900. Online, would you like 2,000? At 1,900, 2,000. You're going to have to go 2-2 with me. I'll take 2-3 if you want to go again. At 2,002. At 2,002. At 2,200 a bid now. 2,002 is bid. I'll take 2-3 if anyone wants to come in from here. At 2,002. At 2,000, 2,200 is bid now. I'll take 2-3. 2-3 online. You're in. I'm out. At 2,300 a bid. At 2,000, 2,003, the bidding is online here in Ireland at 2-3. 2-4, new bidder online. Welcome in Cheshire at 2-4 now. At 2004, would anyone else like 2005? At 2,400 a bid now. 2004 is bid. At 2,000, 2,400 online bid. And 2-5, thank you. At 2005, at 2,500 a bid now. 2,500 is bid. Would you like 2-6? At 2005, at 2,000, 2,500. Ireland, would you like to go again? At 2,000, 2005. At 2,500 a bid now. 2005. At 2,000, 2,000, 2005. Are we finished? At 2,500. Make no mistake. Hammers up this time. At 2,500. Finished. Done. Last chance. Fair warning online at 2,500. I can see you hovering at 2,500. Provisional. 634 takes that one provisionally at £2,500. We will see what we can do. Moving on down we go to lot number 7. This time then, lot number 7 is the 1964 Lambretta Li 150 Series 3. Lovely, lovely looking bike, this one. I'm straight in at 2,000, 2002, 2004 is bid. At 2,400 a bit now. 2,004 is bid. At 2,000, 2,004. At 2,400, I'll take hundreds if you want. At 2,400 a bit now. 2,000, 2,004. At 2,004. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,400 is bid now. Would anyone else like 2,005? At 2,005, you do online. Welcome back. At 2,5, 2,6 bid. At 2,006, 2,7 room bidder now. 2,8. I'll take one more, sir. One more will do it. At 2,008. At 2,800 a bit now. 2,008. At 2,000, 2,008. At 2,800 a bit. Then would anyone else like 2,009 if you're coming back in? At 2,000, 2,800 a bit now. 2,008. Are we finished? I'll take 50 if it can help. At 2,800 a bit, then we go once. At £2,800 a bid, then twice. Last chance and fair warning then at 2,800. Provisional again. Thank you very much. BP6 there. Left the bid there. That is your bid, sir. We will see what we can do for you, online bidder. We move on to lot number 8. This time is the 2021, the Royal Enfield Continental GT 650. Lovely bike. Online bidding's already in at 1,200. We'll start there with Will then at 1,200 a bid. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. At 1,200, 1,200 is bid now. At 1,200 a bit now. 1,200, 1,200. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200 is bid online. At 1,200, 1,200, would anyone like 13? 1,300, thank you. At 1,300, 1,300. At 1,300 a bit and 14. Thank you for coming back in online. At 1,400, your bid with you, online bidder. At 1,400 a bit. At 14, 1,400, coming back in for 15. At 15, you do. Thank you again. At 1,500. At 15, 1,500, we'll take 16. 16 straight back in online. Nice speedy bidding there. At 1,600, your bid. At 1,600, 1,600. Online bid has it at the moment. At 1,600 a bid. At 1,600, 1,600, would you like 17? At 1,600 a bid. 1,700, thank you. At 1,700 now. At 1,700, 1,700, we'll take 50s from here. Nearly there. At 1,700 a bid. At 1,700, 1,700. 1,750 sneaking back in online. Thank you very much. Your bid now at 1,750. Online bid has it at the moment at 1,750, 1,750. At 1,750, I'm out. You're in at 1,750. All finished. All done then. Last chance. Fair warning. If you're coming in, come in for one more. Provisional online with you at 1,750. Thank you very much. And that was to bidder number 11567. 11567. For 1,750 provisional bid. Thank you. Moving on down to lot number 9 this time. Then lot number 9 is the 1968 Honda PC50, an iconic 60s scooter. This one is there. 50cc, UK example, original bike. Only 3 previous owners on this one. Going to go straight in with me at 500 and 600 is bid. At 600, 600 we start. At 600, I'll take 7 from here if we can. At 600, 600, 600. At 600 a bit now, 600 is bid. My bidder has it at the moment at £600. Make no mistake. I'll take 50 if it helps. At 600, 600, 600. At 600 a bit now, 600 is bid. I'll take 50 if you're thinking about it online. 650 you are. At 650, 650, 650. At 650 to bid now, 650. My commission bidder's out. Online bid has it at the moment. At 650, 650, 650. At £650, are we finished? Are we done? At 650, 650, 650. Would anyone else like to come in for 7? At £650, make no mistake here. At 650, 650, 650. I'll take 25 if you're nice and quick. It's online at £650. Are we finished? Are we done? Last chance. Fair warning, and then this time at £650 with you online, 650. Provisional 650. We'll make that call for you online. Thank you very much. Provisional bid there has it down to bidder number 10177. Moving on to lot number 10, I'm going to go over to Steve to introduce this amazing Honda CB250N there.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, this is the Super Dream, the 250N. They sold so many of these, and the reason they sold so many is because it was such a good bike. No ball of fire, but it kind of did everything. And this is such an interesting bike. Every bike has a story, and this one has an amazing story. One owner from new, and that owner is here today. I believe it's his 91st birthday, and he's here today to see it sold. 13,500 miles from new. It's up to you, Tom, to make this a special birthday present by getting the best money for this lovely. It is a credit to the gentleman. this lovely Honda 250 Super Dream. Let's get some money for this bike, Tom. Come on.
Thank you, Steve. And first of all, a massive happy birthday today. 90 today, I believe. Happy birthday to the vendor if you're in the building or you're online. Massive happy birthday from Manor Park. Bidding's already going online on this one, and it is 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300 is my bid. At 1,300, 1,400, 1,500 with me. At 1,500, 1,500, my bid now. At 1,500 a bid. At 1,500, 1,500 on the book. At 1,500, 1,500, 1,500. At 1,500, 1,600 is in online. My bidder is out. At 1,600 online bids, has it at the moment. At 1,600, 1,600, would you like 17 now? At 1,600 a bid. At 16, 16, 17. Thank you for coming in, sir. At 1,700, 1,700. At 1,700, 1,700 online, would you like to go 18? At 1,700 a bid. At 1,700, 1,700. At 1,700 is bid. At 17, 17, 70. At 1,700, would anyone else like the 50 now? Your bid, sir. At 1,700, 1,700. At 1,700 a bid now. 17, 1,700. I'll take 50 again. At 1,700, are we finished? Are we done? 50 online. At 1,750, 1,800. Thank you very much, gentlemen. At 1,750, 1,750, 1,800. Sorry, your bid, 1,800. At 1,800 here, I'll take 50 again. At 1,800, 1,800 online. Would you like to go 50? Gentleman's bid at £1,800. At 1,800. At 1,800. Are we finished? Are we done? At 1,850 back online. 1,850. 1,850 here. Nottingham's in the lead at the moment at £1,850. Would anyone else like to go in at 1,900? At 1,850 is bid at the moment. At 1,850, 1,850, 1,850. Anyone else coming in for 1,900 here? At £1,850. Make no mistake, we will submit this bid. 1,900. Thank you, sir. Gentleman's bid at the moment. £1,900 has it. Online. Would you like 50? At 1,900 a bid. At 1,900, 1,900, are we finished? At 1,900, 1,900, I'll give you that countdown online then. We go once at 1,900, 50, back in. 1,950, 1,950, online bidder at the moment at 1,950. Gentleman's shaking his head now at 1,950, 1,950. Would anyone else like £2,000? At 1,950, 1,950, online bid has it now at £1,950. 2,000 if you're coming in. At 1,950, we go once, we go twice, 2,000. Thank you, sir. At 2,000 bid, back in now. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. We'll say 2-1 next if we can. At 2,000 a bid. At 2,000, 2,000 online. Would you like 2-1? At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Gentleman's bid here at £2,000. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Are you finished? Are you done? At £2,000. Last chance. Fair warning online. We're going to go once. We're going to go twice. Finished and done then. £2,000. Provisionally with you, sir, at £2,000. And that is 893. Thank you very much. Right, then we move down to lot number 11. This time is the 1983 Rally Chrome Burner. Then we're on to some of the push bikes here. Look at this one. Lovely, lovely 1983 Rally Chrome Burner. Lovely bike it is. I'm straight in. 5, 6, 7 and £800 we start. At 800, 800, 800 is bid. At 800 a bit now, 800, 800, 800. Would you like 9? At 800, 800, 800. Lovely, lovely push bike this one is. At 800 a bid. At 800, 800, 800. We'll take 50 if you want. At 800 a bid. At 800, 800, 850 is now online. 850, 900 back to me. At 900, 900, 900. At 900 is bid at the moment. I'll take 50 again. At 900 a bid. At 900, 900, 900 is bidden away. At 900, would anyone else like the 50 here? On the Rally Burner, at 900 a bid. At 900, 900, 900 a bid, then once. At 900 a bid, then twice. Last chance. Fair warning. Finished and done at £900. Make no mistake. 383. We'll see what we can do for you online. 383 and provisional bid. Moving on to lot number 12. Lot number 12 is the 1983, the Mongoose, California. Outstanding example. Look at this one. Looks in pristine condition, been very, very well looked after. It's even got the mag wheels on it as well. Starting away, I'm in 5, 6, and 700 on this one starts. At 700 a bid. At 700, 700 is bid now. At 700, 700, we are bid. At 700, 700, would you like the 50 now? At 700 a bid now, 700. At 700, 700, I'll take one more 50 if you're coming in. At 700, 700, my bidder has it at the moment. At 700 a bid. At 700, 700, we'll take 50 if you like. At 700, 700, I'll take one more. Are we finished? 750, online bid. At 750, 800. Unfortunately, my bid is still in. At 800 a bid. At 800, 800, 800 is bid now. Online, would you like to go 50? At 800, 800, 800. At 800, I'll take the one more 50 if you're coming in now. At 800, 800, 800, are we finished? Are we done? 850 sneaking in, new bidder, Nottingham, you're in now. My bidder's out, it's all you. £850 is bid. At 850, 850, 850, I'll take 9 now if you want one more. At £850 is bid. At 850, 850, 850. At £850, are we finished? Are we done? Last chance, fair warning, online has it, £850. Provisional online, £850. We will see what we can do for you. And that was to paddle number 1323. As we move on down the running order, we go to lot number 13, 1983, the Rally Mag burner here, straight in with you then, Wales. 500 is bid, 600, 700 is my bid. At 700, 700, 700. At 700 a bid now, 700 is bid. At 700, 708. 800 online bidder has it now. 800, 800, 800. At £800, the online bid is with you. At 800, 800, 800, I'll take 50 now if you want to go again. At 800, 800, 800, are we finished? Are we done? At 800 on the rally, 850 new bidders in. 850, welcome Warrington, you're in. At 850 to bid. At 850, 850, 850. At 850 under bidder. 900, 9 you do, thank you online. At 900, 900, would you like to go 50 again? At 900, 900, 900 is bid. Online bidder in Nottingham has it at the moment. At 900 a bid. At 900, 900, 900, would you like another 50 online? Are we finished? Are we done? At £900, make no mistake, last chance, fair warning, if you're going to bid, bid now at £900 in Nottingham. Provisional again with you, a Nottingham bidder there, £900. We will make that call and we'll try to get a deal over the line for you. 1323 again. Thank you very much. And we move down to lot number 14 this time. 1984, the Riley team burner. I'm in straight away at 500. 500 is bid. At 500 a bit now, 500 is bid. At 500, 500, 500. At 500 a bit now, 500 is bid. I'll take 600 if you're coming in on this one. 600, thank you. 700 back to me. At 700 a bit now, 700 is bid. At 700 is at 8. 800 you are in. At 800, 800 I'm out. At 800 a bit now, 800, 800 is bid in Nottingham again. At 800, 800, would you like to come in for 9? I'll take 50 if you're nice and quick underbidder. Would you like to go one more? At 800, 800, 800. 850, 850, 850, 850. At £850 is bid. At 850, 850, 850. Nottingham, 900 back to you. At 900 a bid now, 900 is bid. At 900, 900, 900, would we like to go 50 again underbidder? It's your turn now. At 900, 900, 900, we will submit this bid then. And if you're finished, you're done. Last chance. And fair warning at £900. Same way, £900. Thank you in Nottingham. We will make that call for you. 1323. Moving on to lot number 15, then the 1983 Rally Aereo Pro burner. This time, outstanding example. This one is lovely, lovely condition bike. Starting away, 5, 6, and 700 a bid. At 700, 700, 700 is bid. At 700, 700, would you like 50 now? At 700 a bid now, 700, 700, 50 if you're coming in. At 700, 700, 700, and 50 is bid. At 750, 800 bid. At 800 online bid again. At 800, 800, one more 50 underbidder. Now's your turn. At £800, we are bid. At 800, 800, 800, and 50. 850, thank you online. 850. 900, 900, keep going. At 900, 900, would you like to go 50 underbidder? It's all online at the moment. At 900 a bid. At 900, 900, make no mistake. At 900, 900, 900 once, twice, finished and done at £900. Nottingham, you're in at 900. We will make that call for you again. Thank you very much. 1323. Moving on to lot number 16, this time the 1984, the Riley Extra burner again. Stunning bike again. Look at the colours on this one. Lovely looking thing. Starting away with me then, 5, 600 is bid. At 600, 600 with me now. At 600, 600, 600, 600. At 600, would you like 7 online? At 600, 600, 600, 600. At 600 a bit, then are we finishing done on this one? At just £600, make no mistake. I'll take 700, I will. At 700 bid. At 700, 700 with you at the moment. At 700, 700 as bid. At 700, 700, 700. Are we finished? Are we done? And 50, thank you. At 750, not done there. At 750, 750, 750 is bid. At 750, 750, 800, 800, 800, Nottingham's back in. At 800 a bit now, 800, 800, would you like to go 50? At 800, 800, 800, are we finished? Are we done? It's your last chance, 850 back in again. At 850, 850, 850. At £850 here. At 850, 850, all the bidding online on this one. At 850 and 9, would you like to go again, underbidder? Now is your chance. At £850, make no mistake. At 850, 850, 850, are we finished? Are we done? Last chance online at 850 and 9. Nottingham back in again. Underbidder, would you like to go 50? At 900, 900, 900 is bid now. At 900, are we finished? Are we done? Last chance. Fair warning at £900 then. With you online, 900. Nottingham bidder takes it again, provisionally again, £900. Thank you in Nottingham, 1323. We will make that call and we'll try and get you some lovely bikes coming your way. Moving on to lot number 17. This time is the 2000 Honda Dream there, the 50 previously owned by Colin Seeley as well. Lovely bike this one is. Where are we at? Starting away at 332, 35 is bid. At 3005. At 3,500 a bid, now 3,005. At 35, 35, 35. I'll take 36 and then we'll go in 200s if we can. At 3,005, 36 bid. At 36 the bid, now 36. I'll take 38 now. At 3,006. Would you like 38 online? 38 you do. At 3,008. At 3,000, 3,008. 4,000 back in. At 4,000, 4,000 is bid now. Would you like 4,2? At 4,000 a bid. 4,2, thank you. At 4,000, 4,002. In Kettering at the moment, 4,2. 4,4 at 4,004. At 4,004, I'll take 6. At 4,000, 4,400 a bit now. 4,004 is bid. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,004. At 4,004, I'll take 4,5 if I can bring you back in online. At 4,004. At 4,000, 4,004, would you like to go again? At 4,400 a bit now. 4,005 is bid with you at the moment. At 4,5. At 4,500, 4,005. 4,6 bid, thank you. 4,006. At 4,006. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,600 is bid now. At 4,006, would you like 4,7 again? At 4,000, 4,600, we are bid. At 4,006, are we finished? 4,7 back in online, thank you again. At 4,7 the bid. At 4,007. At 4,700 is bid now. At 4,007. And 4,8, thank you again. At 4,008, back in now. At 4,800 a bid. At 4,000, 4,008. At 4,800, are we finished? Are we done on this lot here? At 4,008, would you like to go 9 online? 4,9 you do. Thank you for coming back in. At 4,009. At 4,000, 4,900 a bit now. 4,009 is bid. I'll take 5 on this one. At 4,009. At 4,900 a bit now. 4,009. Last chance in fair warning. The bid is online at the moment. At 4,900 a bit now. 4,009. Last chance. Fair warning. Finishing done then at £4,900. With you online bidder. We will make that phone call. We'll see what we can do for you that one at £4,900. Yours, missed that paddle number there. 4001. Thank you. Moving on to lot number 18 this time then. Lot number 18, 1994. Suzuki GSXR 1100 WR. Look at this one. Superb, stunning bike there from the 90s. Straight in with me. 1,500, 1,600, 1,800, 2,000 we start at now. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. At £2,000 is bid. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, my bidder on the book. At 2,000, 2,000, I'll take 2. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. At 2,000, would anyone else like to come in for a 2 on this one? At 2,002. 2002 you do, thank you online. 2-1, I'll take it. 2-1 bid. At 2001, online bidder at 2-1. 2-2 back to me. At 2002. At 2,200 bid, I'll take 2-3 online if you want to go again. At 2002. At 2,000, 2,000, 2002. At 2,200, are we finished? Are we done on this bike here? 2-3, we're not. New bidder in now. At 2003. At 2003. At 2,000, 2,300 a bit now. 2,003 is bid. And 2-4, thank you. At 2,004. At 2,400 a bit now. 2,004 is bid. Would you like 2-5 online? You're thinking about it. At 2,400 a bit now. 2,004. At 2,400 a bit then once. twice. Finished and done at 2,405, at 2005, at 2,000, 2005. I'm out now. It's all you online. At 2,500 a bit now, 2005. I'll take 2,600 if you're coming back in. At 2005, at 2,500 a bit now, 2005 is bid this time at 2005. Would you like 2,600? It's your last chance on this one. And fair warning then, I can see you hovering at home. If you're going to bid, now's your chance. At 2,500 once, at 2,500 twice. Provisional with you online at £2,500. We will see what we can do for you. Same bidder as before. Thank you very much. Moving on down, this time we go to lot number 19, 1973 this time. Lot number 19, 1973, the Honda CB750, the K3, sorry, very original example. Lovely bike this one is. Starting away, bids with me. 800 is bid. 800, 800, 800. 800 a bid now, 800 with you, Will. Sorry, 800 a bid online. At 800, 809. At 900, 900, 900 in Ireland at the moment. Welcome in Galway is with you. At 900 a bid. At 900, 900, 900. Would you like 1,000? At 900, 900, 1,000 you do. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. In Merseyside now, local money. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. At 1,001. 1,001. At 1,100 your bid. At 1,001, would anyone else like to come in? 1,2 already. At 1,002. At 1,200 a bid now, 1,002 is bid. At 1,000, 1,002, would anyone else like 1,003? At 1,200 a bid now, 1,002 online bid. 1,3, thank you again. At 1,003. At 1,300 is bid. At 1,003, and ladies and gentlemen, we are on sale all the way at 1,003. Would you like 1,4? It's going to go today. At 1,003. Take the 50s from here then, Will. If we will, would you like to go 1,350? It's your last chance in fair warning if you do online. 1,350 is bid. At 1,350 to bid now, 1,350. I'll take 1,4 if you're coming in. At 1,350, 1,350. At 1,350, you're thinking about it online. 1,4 you do. At 1,004. At 1,000, 1,400 with you online bidder. Under bidder, would you like to go again? At 1,400 is bid. At 1,000, 1,004 and 50. Thank you again online. At 1,450 is to be sold today. Make no mistake. At 1,450 is bid. At 1,450, I'll take 1,5. 1,5, thank you. At 1,005. At 1,500 a bit now, 1,005. Hammers in the hand. Make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen online. Would you like to go one more 50? At 1,005. At 1,000, 1,005. At 1,550 you do. At 1,550. At 1,550, I'll take 1,6 if you're nice and quick online. At 1,550 to bid now, 1,550. At 1,550, online bid has it. At 1,550 once. At 1,006. At 1,006. At 1,600 a bid now, 1,600 is bid. Online bidder has it now. At 1,006. Would you like to go 50 online? At 1,600 a bid once. At £1,600 and twice. Finishing done then. It's hammer time now. At £1,600 it goes. Sold. £1,600. Online bidder 11398. Thank you very much to both online bidders there. Mr. 11398 for £1,600 sold away. Lot number 20, 1984 Yamaha RZ 500R. And over to you, Steve.
Tom, what a legend. Not me, the bike, of course. They use the term race replica about many machines, but few motorcycles that have ever been made have been so close to the spirit of the bikes that were raced at the very highest level. In Australia and Canada, it was called the RZ500. Here in the UK, it was simply known as the RD500LC. The Americans didn't get it because there's no way that this bike was going to pass their emissions test. Only made for a couple of years. This one is Japanese market. RZ-V500, 32,500 kilometers on the clock. It's had a restoration with non-original panels. It's ready to use. So many examples of this bike have been restored to beyond new condition. This one is for riding. It's a very usable motorcycle, but that doesn't mean that this bike, this rare bike, isn't going to sell for a lot of money today. I know it is. I can feel it in my water, Tom.
Yes, and it's in a great color as well. It looks absolutely excellent, this bike. Stunning Yamaha. We're going to start the bidding here. I'm in at 5,500 and 6,000 we start. At 6,000 and 5,000 and 7,000 is my bid at the moment. At 7,000 we start. At 7,000, 7,000, 7,000. At 7,000, 7,000 we'll take twos if we can before that. At 7,002 if you want to come in online. At 7,2. At 7,2 bid. At 7,2, 7,4. At 7,400 a bid now. 7,4 is bid. And 6. At 7,608. At 7,008. At 7,800. 7,008 and 8,000. 8,000. Not surprised at this money. And 2. At 8,200 a bid now. 8,002 is bid. 8,4. Thank you again online. 8,6. 8,8. I'm going to have to go to 8,8 with me. I'll take 9 if they want to come in. Just bid one more floor. There we go. I'll take 9 online. Just getting myself on the right foot. 9,000, you're in, I'm out. At 9,000, 9,000, 9,000. I'll take 2 again. At 9,000, 9,000, 9,000 online bidder at the moment. At 9,000, 9,000, 9,000. At 9,000, would anyone else like the 2? At 9,000, 9,002. Thank you again. At 9,2, you're in online. 2 online bidders now. 9,4. At 9,004. At 9,400 a bid now. 9,004. Would you like 9,6? At 9,400 is bid now online. At 9,004. At 9,400 a bid now. 9,004. At 9,400 a bid now. 9,004. You coming in for 9,600 bidder? It's your turn now. At 9,004. At 9,000, 9,400 is bid. At 9,400 a bid now. 9,004. Are we finished and done here? At 9,004. I'll take 9,500 if you want to go another 100 online. At 9,004. 9,500 you do. At 9,005. At 9,500 and 6. At 9,600 a bid. Lovely bike for little money, this one. At £9,600. I'll take 9,700 if you want to go again. At 9,006. At 9,000, 9,600 online bid has it. At 9,600 a bid now. 9,006. Would anyone else like 9,007? At 9,600 a bit now. 9,006. At 9,600 a bit, then are we finishing done on this lot here? At 9,600 a bit. At 9,000, 9,600. Make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen. At 9,600 a bit. At 9,006. Would anyone else like 9,007? At 9,600 a bit, then 7. 9,7 just in time online bidder, leaving it late. At 9,007 and 8, thank you again. At 9,8 straight back in, nice quick bidding. That's what we like to see. At 9,800, your bid. At 9,008. At 9,000, 9,800 is bid at the moment. In Kettering, Northamptonshire again. 9,9, thank you underbidder. At 9,9. £10,000 is bid here. At 10,000, 10,000, 10,000 online bidding. At £10,000, you have it at the moment. At 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. At 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. At 10,000, I'll take 10,1 if you're coming in nice and quickly online. At 10,001, will you? At £10,000, are you finished? Are you done? Last chance, fair warning then, ladies and gentlemen, at £10,000. Provisional online at £10,000. We will make that phone call for you, online bidder, and that was to 4439 there. We will be in touch very shortly, and we'll try and get that one away for you. Moving on down, we go to lot number 21 this time. Lot number 21, 2001 Honda XL 600R, 598cc, twin carbs, 5-speed as well. This one's got a lot with it. Starting with me straight away at £1,000. 1,000 is bid. At 1,000, 1,000, I'll take 1,200 next if I can. At 1,000 a bid. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 is bid with me on the book. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Would you like 1,200? At £1,000. Are we finished and done? Is that all we're going to see today? Maiden bid. 1, 2 online, thank you. At 1,002. At 1,200 a bid now. 1,002. That clears my commission bids. I'll take another 100 if we can on this one. At 1,002. 1,300. Would you like to go one more? At 1,200, 1,200 bid. At 1,200 a bid now. 1,200 is bid. I can see you hovering at home. Are you coming in for the 13? At 1,200, 1,200, 13 you do. Thank you. At 1,300 a bid. At 13, 1,300. Would you like 14? Underbidder, it's your turn. At 1,300, 1,300, 1,300. Are we finished and done here? At 1,300, 1,300. Would you like 14 now? At 1,300, 1,300. Hammers up, ladies and gentlemen, at 1,300. Make no mistake. Online bid has it at £1,300. Finished and done, 1,300. 4493. We'll see what we can do for you. 4493 at 1,300 provisional. Right, moving on to lot number 22 this time then. Lot number 22, 1992 Honda CBR 400RR baby blade this time. Nice little baby blade here. Starting away with me straight in at £500. At 500 a bid. At 500, 500, 500. At 500, lovely in the black as well. At 506 bid. At 600, 600, 600. At 600, online bid has it. At 600, 600, 600. At 600 a bid. At 607, thank you. At 700 bid. At 700, 700, 700. I'll take 8 if you're coming back in now. At 700 a bid. 800 you do. At 800, 800, 800. We'll take the 50s now. We're nearly there. At 800 a bid. You're in. I'm out, by the way. At 800 a bid, N50, one more. 800, 800, 800. 800 online bid in the moment. It's going to Ireland at 800, 800, 800. Would anyone else like the 50 now? 850, gentleman's bid at 850. Thank you, sir. At 850, 850, 850. 850 pounds seated. 900 back to Ireland. At 900, 900, 900 is bid. Would you like to go one more 50? At 900 a bid now, 900 is bid. At 900, 900 online bid. At 900, 900, 900. Tell you what, I'll take 25 if that helps you out. At 900 a bid. At 900, 900, 900. Online bid at £900. Are we finished and done on this lot? 25, thank you, sir. 925, gentleman's bid, back in now at 925. At 925, 925. Online, would you like 950? 950, they do. 950, back to Ireland. At 950, 950, 950. Ireland has it. At 950, 950, 950. Would you like the 75? At 950, 950, 950. In Ireland then at 950. At 950, 950, 950. Finishing done. Last chance. Fair warning. At 950, I'll take 75 if I can tempt you in for one more. Last chance. 975. Thank you, sir. 975. At 975, 975. Online, would you like 1,000? Gentleman's bid. At 975 the bid. At 975, 975. At 975 the bid, then once. At 975, 1,000's bid. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Ireland has it. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. At 1,000, we'll stay in these 25s. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Are we finishing done here? At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Finishing done. We go once at 1,000, and it's on sale, so it's going to go twice at 1,000. Would you like one more 25? Last chance, now or never. Selling away online off to Ireland at £1,000 it goes. Sold for £1,000 to Ireland to bidder number 11805. Thank you for your bids as well, sir. Moving on to lot number 23 this time then. Lot number 23, we have got the 1994 Honda Fireblade this time. We had the Baby Blade, now we got the Fireblade, the Urban Tiger there. Look at that one in. And already clawing in some bids. We're in at 500, 550, 600 a bit now, 600 straight away to start. At 600, 600, 600. I'll take 7 if we can now. At 600, 600 and 7. Thank you online. You're in, I'm out. At 700 a bid. At 700, 700, 700. Would you like 8 now? At 700, 700 is bid. At 700, 700 is bidding away at £700. At 700, 700. Would you like to come in now for 8? At 708. Thank you again. At 800, 800. Another Ireland bidder there. At 800 a bid. It's with you in Ireland, in Galway at the moment. At 800 a bid. At 800, 800. I'll tell you what, we'll take 50s from here. Underbidder, would you like to go one more? At 800, 800 is bid. 850 back in. 850, 850, 850. At £850, we are bid at the moment. And 9, it keeps going. At 900 a bid. At 900, 900, would you like a 50 again? At 900, 900, 900. At 900 a bid, now 900, would you like to go again online? 950 they do. 950 the bid. At 950, I think there's about 3 bidders still on this one. At £950, would you like to go 1,000? At £950, make no mistake here. I'll be finished. I'll take the 75 now. If you're nice and quick, at £950, I'm going to give you that countdown online. It's with you. At £950, we go once, we go twice, finished and done, £950. Provisional, 950. We will make that phone call for you there, and you are bidder number 12100. Moving on down, we go to lot number 24 this time then. Lot number 24, look at this one here, the 1970 Vespa GTR 125. Lovely Union Jack example on the side as well. Low mileage on this one there. Starting away with me at £1,000. And I'll take 12 if we can. At 1,000 bid. At 1,000, 1,000 is bid now. I'll take 1,200 if you're coming in on this one. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. At 1,000, 1,012, thank you. At 1,200 a bid. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. Would you like 1,400 now? At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. Are we finished here and done? At 1,200, 1,200. I'll tell you what, we'll take 1,300 if it tempts you back in. At 1,200 a bid. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200 bid here on the Vespa. At 1,200 a bid. Would you like 13 now? 13 you do. Thank you online. You're in. At 1,300, 1,300. At 1,300, 1,300 is bid. 1,400 again. Gentleman's bid now. At 1,400 a bid. At 1,400, 1,400. At 1,400, 1,400, 1,400. Gentleman's bid. At 1,400 a bid. At 1,400 online. Would you like 15? At 1,400, 1,400, 1,400. Are we finished here and done? At 1,400, 1,400. At 1,400 a bid now. 1,400 is bid. Would anyone else like to come in for 15? It's your last chance. And fair warning, make no mistake then, at £1,400, finished and done at 1,400. Unfortunately, that one's not enough, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm going to take it. There's a bid just come in. 1,500 bid. At 1,500, 1,500. At 1,500 a bid now, 1,500 with you online. I'll submit the bid at 1,500. Would anyone else like 16? At 1,500 a bid now, 1,500 is bid. Are we finished and done on this one then? At £1,500, make no mistake, £1,500. Provisional 12100 again. Thank you. £1,500 provisional bid. Right, moving down to lot number 25 there. The 1929 is the BSA S29, the Sloper. There we go, on the Sloper here, starting away with me at 3,000, 32, 34, 36 bid. At 3,006, at 3,000, 3,006, at 3,600 is bid with me at the moment. At 3,600, I'll take 3,800 if we can next well. At 3,600 bid. At 3,006, at 3,600 a bid now. 3,006, 3,800, 3,800, 4,000. 4,000 my bid. At 4,000 and on outright sale now. And 2, 4,2 and 4 back to me. At 4,004. At 4,400 a bid now. 4,004 is bid. It's going to sell today. I'll take 4,500 if they want to come back in. I can't be any more fair than that. At 4,004. At 4,400. 4,500. Thank you online. With you. I'm out. At 4,005. At 4,500 a bid now. 4,005 is bid. Would anyone else like 4,600? It's going to sell today, so make no mistake here on this lot here. At 4,500. At 4,500, I'll take 4,600. At 4,500, are we finished and done? Last chance then. At £4,500, we go once, we go twice, and selling now at 4,500 to the online bid. Sold £4,500. Online bidder takes it 11500. Moving down we go to lot number 26 this time then. Lot number 26 is the 1972 Suzuki TS400, the two-stroke dual sports fun, this one there. 400cc bike, one UK owner. It's a very rare bike indeed as well. Started away with me, not surprised I'm in at 3, 3,2, 3,4, 3,6, 3,8. 3,008, 4 bid. At 4,000, 4,000, we start with me now at 4,000. My commission bidder at the moment. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,000 is bid. At 4,000, 4,000, I'll take 2. For 2, thank you online. For 4's my bid. At 4,004. At 4,400, 4,004. At 4,400, we're bid at the moment. At 4,004. At 4,000, 4,400 is bid. At 4,400, would you like to come in for 4,600? At 4,004. 4,600 you do. Back in online. At 4,600, sorry to disappoint you. 4,800 is my bid. At 4,008. At 4,800 a bid now. 4,008. At 4,000, 4,008. 5,000 new bidder. And I'm out. At 5,000, you're in. Online bidders, it's all down to you now. At 5,000, I'll take 2 from anyone in the room if you want to come in. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. At 5,000, 5,000 is bid. Would you like 5,200 online? You're thinking about it there. At 5,000, 5,000, 2. At 5,200 is bid now, 5,200. At 5,002. At 5,200, would you like 5,400? At 5,000, 5,200 is bid. At 5,002. At 5,200 a bid now, 5,002. At 5,000, 5,002. All finished, all done. Last chance. Fair warning. Finished, done at £5,200. Online bidder at the moment of 5,200. Provisional online 5,200. 4001 takes that £5,200. Right, lot number 27 moving on and down we go. 1997, the Ducati 996, the SPS there from the first run as well. Lovely, lovely bike this is. Have a good look on this Ducati, ladies and gentlemen. 999cc as well. Where are we at? Starting the bidding off. I got several bids here, lots of them on my sheet. I'm going to go 4,000, 4,500, 5,000, 5,500 to start. 5,500, 6,000 bid. At 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. At 6,000, 6,000, I'll take 500s if we can. At 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. At 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. At 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, just press post. At 6,000, 6,000, there we go. At 6,005 if you're coming in now online. At 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. At £6,000 a bit now, 6,000 we start. At 6,005, 6,500. 7,000 back to me. At 7,000, 7,000, I'll take one more 5 if you want online. At 7,000, 7,000, 7,000. At 7,000, 5. 8,000 is my bid. At 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, I'll take 5 again. At 8,000, 8,000 is bid now. Commission bidder at £8,000. At 8,000, 8,000, 8,000. Would anyone else like to come in now for the 500? At 8,000, 8,000, 8,000. 8,500 online, 8,500, 8,500 and 9,000 is bid. I'll take 5 again. At 9,000, 9,000, 9,000. At 9,000, 9,000, 9,000 is bid. At 9,000, I'll tell you what, we'll take 250 if we can. Can we go in the quarters? We can indeed. At 9,000, would anyone else like to come in for a quarter? At 9,000, 9,000, 9,000. At 9,000, would you like 250 online? At 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, are we finished and done on this lot here? Lovely bites. 9,250, thank you. At 9,250, I'm out. You're in online. It's all you online now. At £9,250, we are bid. At 9,250, 9,250. At £9,250 is bid. Would anyone else like 9,500? At 9,250 bid at the moment. At 9,250 to bid. At 9,250, 9,250, 9,500 if you're coming in. It's your last chance in fair warning this time then at £9,250. Make no mistake, online bidder has it at £9,250. Provisional with you online. Thank you very much. Online bidder 4016. That is your bid provisionally there. Moving on to lot number 28 then. Lot number 28, this time in a way. 1959, the Triton 5T. There we go. Very usable classic. This one is. Lovely little thing. 500cc, 4-straight twin, 5-speed manual, V5's present as well. Let's go on this one. In and away at 2,000, we're bid. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. I'll take 2 next if we can. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 is bid. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 bid, I'll take 2,2. At 2,000, 2,000, are we finished and done? At 2,2 bid, thank you online. 2,4 is my bid. At 2,004. At 2,000, 2,004 bid, one more. At 2,004. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,400 is bid. At 2,004. At 2,004, thank you. At 2,000, 2,004, I'll take 2,006 now. At 2,000, 2,004. At 2,400 online, would you like 2,6 again? At 2,004 to bid now, 2,006. 2,006, I'm out. You're in. At 2,006. At 2,600 a bit now, 2,006. Would you like 2,8? At 2,000, 2,006. At 2,600 a bit now, 2,006. 2,8, thank you. At 2,008. At 2,800 a bit now, 2,008 is bid. Would you like 3,000? If you're coming in, now's your chance. At 2,008. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,800 a bit now, 2,008. Are we finishing done here at 2,800 a bit? 3 just in time. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. At 3,000, I'll take 100 if anyone wants to come in from here. At 3,000, 3,000 online bid. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. Are we finishing done this time? At 3,000, 3,001 if you're coming in now. It's your last chance, ladies and gentlemen. At 3,000, 3,000 a bid. At 3,000, would you like one now? At 3,000, 3,000 then. We go once. We go twice. We're 3-1. 3-1 bid. Online bidder has it, and we're on outright sale, ladies and gentlemen, I believe. Is that good? At 3-1 and on sale. At 3,001. Kettering, you're in. At 3,001. At 3,000, 3,100 a bid now. 3,001 under bidder. Would you like 3-2? At 3,100 is bid. At 3,000, 3,001. We go once. We go twice. We sell this time, make no mistake, at £3,100 it sells. Sold £3,100. And that is to bidder number 4439. We move on to lot number 29 this time, the 1972, the Honda C90. Rare original bike as well. Look at this one. Unrestored as well. Look how great this bike looks, ladies and gentlemen. The 1972 comes with lots of patina. Start the bidding off here at £1,000. Anyone got 1,000 to start? 1,000 if you're coming in on this one. Let's get it kicked off today. Who's got £1,000 to start? £1,000 surely. 1,000 is bid. Thank you online. You're in. I'll take 1,100 next. 1,100 bid. 1,100, 1,100. We start now. 1,100 bid. At 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100. Thank you. At 1,100 a bid. At 1,100, I'll take the 12 now if anyone else is interested. At 1,100, 1,100, 1,100. At 1,100 is bidding away. At 1,100, 1,100. Would anyone else like to come in for 12? 1,200 you do online, thank you. At 1,200, 1,200 your bid now. At 1,200, 1,200 underbidder, would you like to go 1,300? At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200 is bid. At 1,200, 1,200 are we finished? Are we done? At 1,200, 13 bid now, 13. At 1,300 a bid now, 1,300 is bid. Would you like 1,400 online underbidder? At 1,300, 1,300 are we finished and done here? At 1,300, 1,300, 1,300. I'll take 50 if that helps them out. At 1,300, coming in for the 50. At 1,300, online bid has it at the moment. At 1,300, 1,300, 1,300. Are we finished and done here? At 1,300, 1,300, 1,300. Hammers up. Make no mistake on this lot, ladies and gentlemen. At 1,300, are we finished? Are we done? Last chance. Fair warning then at 1,300 for the first time, second time, third and final time at 1,350 bid. At 1,350, 1,350. At 1,350, 1,350, sneaking in online. At 1,350, 1,350. At £1,350 is bid. Underbidder, would you like 14? At 1,350 bid. At 1,350, 1,350, coming in for the 14. At 1,350, 1,350, finished and done. Last chance. Fair warning, and we go for the first time, second time, third and final time at 1,350. Provisional online 9671, 9671. I think that was 9671. Yes, it was at 1,350. Thank you very much, online bidder. That is provisional. We'll see what we can do for you there. Moving on to lot number 30. Lot number 30, 1972 Suzuki GT550. And over to you, Steve, wherever you're to.
I am here, Tom. Buy this rather lovely Suzuki GT550, or the Sebring, as I believe it was known in America. It's funny, isn't it? The Americans like names. Bonneville, Hurricane. We'd call that the CBR 600, the Hurricane. We'd call this the GT550. What an absolutely stunning example of this bike. Of course, there was a 350 and there was a 750, but one might be too big, one might be too small. This might be just right for you. Only one UK owner, fully restored, of course, and we're assured not using whatever was available, using new old stock parts.
Not
I
yet.
hesitate to say better than new, but it's at least as good as new. And here's the thing, they started making this in 72, and from the frame number, we think this bike may well have been built on the first day of production of the Suzuki GT550. Find a better one, you won't.
Yes, let's a quick little one before we get started. Bidding's going online. Just been informed there's a white Polo outside with the registration MM70BYV. You are blocking the gate. If you could move your car, that would be very, very much appreciated, as a few people have just said they can't get out or they can't get by. So again, white Polo MM70BYV, you are blocking the gate. If you could move your car, that would be much appreciated. Thank you. And again, onto this bike now. Bidding's been going crazy on this one. We're straight in. We started about 2,000. It's up to 3,600 online bid. But sorry to disappoint you. 3,800 I'm bid. 4,000. 4,000's my bid now at 4,000. 4,002. At 4,2 your bid. And 4,4. At 4,004. At 4,000. 4,400 is bid. Lovely bike here. At 4,004. At 4,400 a bid now. 4,006. At 4,006. At 4,008 back with me at 4,800 a bit now. 4,008 and 5. I'm out. You're in at 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 in Kettering at the moment. At 5,000, I'll take 2 again. At 5,002. At 5,2 bid. At 5,200 a bit now. 5,002. Would you like 5,4? At 5,200 a bit now, 5,002 is bid. At 5,2, 5,2, 5,2. At 5,200 a bit now, 5,002. I'll take 5,4 if you're coming back in. 5,4, thank you. At 5,4, didn't see you there. At 5,004. At 5,400 a bit now, 5,004. Would you like 5,006? At 5,6 you do. Thank you again online. At 5,000, 5,600 online bid. At 5,6. At 5,600 a bit now, 5,006. At 5,600, 5,006. At 5,006. 5,8 again bid at 5,800, 5,8 at 5,800 a bit now, 5,800 is bid at 5,8 at 5,800 a bit now, 5,008 online. Are you coming back in for the 6 at 5,800 a bit now, 5,008 is bid at 5,8 at 5,800, 5,008. I'll take 5,9 if it tempts you back in for one more. You coming in for the 100 at 5,008. At 5,000, 5,800 is bid now. At 5,009. At 5,9, thank you again online. You're in, I'm out. At 5,9 the bid now, 5,009. At 5,900 online bidder has it. At 5,9 the bid. At 5,009. At 5,000, 5,900 is bid. I'll take 6,000 if you're coming in now. At 5,009. At 5,000, 5,009. At 5,900, there's a few of you hovering at home. Are you coming in online? At 5,900 a bit, then hammers up. At 5,9, 5,9, 5,9. At 5,900, are we finished? Are we done? Last chance, fair warning on the bike here. At 5,009, 6,000, would you, 6 bid, thank you. At 6,000 back in. At 6,000, 6,000, nearly missed you there, sir. At 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. At 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, would you like to go one again? At 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. At 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, another 100 if you're coming in now, online bidder. Gentleman's bid has it at the moment. At 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. At 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, are we finished? Are we done? Last chance. Fair warning then at £6,000. Gentleman's bid at £6,000. Hammers up now. Finished, done. Last chance, fair warning, 6,000. Provisional with you, paddle number 900. Thank you very much. £6,000. Provisional bid. Provisional bid. To lot number 31 this time, then we go to lot number 31, the 1989, the Yamaha FZR 1000 EX-UP Modern Day Classic. This one here then, the Modern Day Classic. I've got lots and lots of bids with me on the book, so I'm going to run through them, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in at 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, 1,600, 1,800, 2,000 on sale, 2,002, £2,250 we have to go, and I'll take 2-3 next. At 2,250 straight in and away. At 2,250 it's on sale, so make no mistake on this bike here, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of bids left. Everyone wants it, and I'm not surprised. A stunning bike it is, and it's here at £2,250 to sell. At 2,250 to bid. At 2,250 we are bid now. At 2,250 it can sell, so make no mistake here. Would anyone else like to come in for 2,003? At 2,250 we are bid. At 2,250. At 2,250, make no mistake. At 2,250 we can sell. We go once. At £2,250 we go twice. And selling with my commission bidder, so make no mistake here. It goes once, twice, finished and done at £2,250. Sold to the commission bidder at £2,250 to paddle number 1,000 takes it. Moving on to lot number 32 then. Lot number 32, it's the 1981 Yamaha DT 100. Lovely example this one is. Have a good look here, ladies and gentlemen. Only one owner, 1,000 miles just over on the clock as well. Hardly ridden. Let's go in. 1,200, 1,400, 1,600 we start. At 1,600, 1,600. At 1,600, 1,600, 1,600 is bid. At 1,600, 1,600. At 1,600, would you like 17? At 1,600 a bit. At 1,600, 1,600, 17 if you're coming in. At 1,600 here. At 1,600, 1,600, 1,600, 1,700, thank you. At 1,700 a bit. At 1,700, 1,700, 18, will you come in for one more? At 1,700, 1,700. At 1,700, 1,700, 1,700. I'll take 18 if you're thinking about it. 18 online. Online bid. With you. At 1,800, 1,800. At 1,800 a bit now, 1,800 is bid. At 1,800, 1,800, would anyone like to come in for 19? At 1,800, 1,800. At 1,800, 1,800, finished and done then. At 1,900 bid. At 1,900, just in time. At 1,900, 1,900, waving away. At 1,900, 1,900. At 1,900 online bid, would you like to come back in for 2? At 1,900, 1,900. At 1,900 a bit now, 1,900 is bid. At 1,900, 2,000, new bidder in Sheffield. Welcome, you're in. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. At 2,000, 2,000, online bid now. At 2,000, I'll take one if anyone else is interested. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Sheffield bidder. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Would you like one? At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Finished and done with you in Sheffield at £2,000. So the last chance. Fair warning. Make no mistake here then. At £2,000 goes once. £2,000 goes twice. Sold provisionally at £2,000 with you at 2,000. Provisional bid to 8039. Was that 8039? Takes it 8039. Thank you very much. 2,000 provisional. Right then, moving on down the list we go to lot number 33. Lot number 33 here is the 1965, the BSA D1 Bantam. I really, really like this bike, ladies and gentlemen. The General Post Office original bike there. Look at that. Have a good look. This is such a cool looking bike. Take it there. We're in at 600 straight away online. I'll take 700 if I can. At 600, 600, 600. At 600, 600, 600 is bid now. At 600, 600, 600, I'll take 7. At 600, 600, 600. At 600, we are bid now. 600 online. At 600, 600, just for a great piece to put in your storage or into your collection. Look how lovely it looks. 8. Is that 7? 700, 800 bid. 800 bid now online. At 800, 800 here. At 800 a bit now, 800, 800, 800. At 800, 800, 800. It's even got the Lake Queen's stamp on it as well. Look at it there. Beautiful bike. I'll take the 50 if you want to go again. At 800, 800 is bid. At 800, 800, 800 at the moment. I'll take 50 again. At 800, 800, 800. Are we finished and done online? Would you like to come in for one more? At 800, 800, 800. At £800 the bid. Make no mistake then. At £800, this is your last chance in fair warning. At £800, I'll take 50 if you're going to bid again. Hammers up then. £800. Make no mistake. Last chance. Fair warning. £800. Online bid 800. Provisional online 800 4439 4439 800. Right then, moving on down, we go to lot number 34, the 1981 Honda CR450R. Australian imported bike, this one, 4-speed gearbox, drum brakes on it as well. Let's go in straight away with me at 3,000, we're bid. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, we start. At 3,000, 3,000, I'll take 2. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. At £3,000 a bit now, 3,000. At 3,000, would you come in for 2? At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, and 2 bid online. I'll take 3, 4 now. At 3,002. At 3,000, 3,200 is bid online with you. 3,2. At 3,002, coming in for 3, 4. At 3,002. At 3,000, 3,200 is bid. Would you like 3, 4 now? At 3,002. At 3,002. 3, 4. Thank you, sir. At 3,004, I'll take 3, 6 if you're coming back in now online. At 3,004. At 3,000, 3,004. At 3,400 a bit now. 3,004 is bid. At 3,4, 3,4, 3,4. At 3,004, would anyone else like to come in for 3,006? At 3,004. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,004 is bid. At 3,004, would you come in one more? At 3,4, I'll take 3,5 then. 3,5, thank you. 3,5, 3,5 bid. At 3,005. At 3,500 a bit now. 3,005. At 3,005, would you like 3,6 again? At 3,500, are we finished? At 3,500, last chance, fair warning at 3,500. 3,6, 3,6, online bidder. At 3,006. At 3,600 with you online at the moment. At 3,006. At 3,600 a bit now, 3,006. At 3,600, 3,006. At 3,6, 3,7 back in. At 3,007 now. At 3,700 a bit now, 3,007. Online, would you like to go 3,8? At 3,007. At 3,7 the bid. At 3,000, 3,007. At 3,700 a bit now, 3,007. At 3,000, 3,700 a bid. At 3,000, 3,007. At 3,700 a bit, then the last chance, fair warning here then. At 3,700, we go once. We go twice, we're finished, we're done at £3,700. Provisional 4001. We will see what we can do for you online bidder there. Thank you. We'll get in touch and make that phone call. Moving on down, we go to lot number 35 then. Lot number 35. 1973, the Triumph T150, the Trident matching numbers as well, 740cc bike, HPI, and 1 key with this one as well. So let's get the bids rolling in on this one. Start me away. I'm in at 1,000, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 1,500. We start at 1,500, 1,500. At 1500, 1500, 1500, starting bid now 1500. At 1500, 1500. At 1500 a bit now, 1500 is bid, and 16 back in, and 17 now. At 17, 1700. At 1700, 1700. Would anyone like 18? At 17, 18 you do. 18, 19, 1900 bid online, and 2000, 2000, 2000. At 2000 pound a bit now, 2000 online bidder here. At 2001, 21 bid up top. At 21 bid. At 21, 21, 21. At 2001 and 2. At 2002. At 2200 is bid now, 2003 back in, thank you. At 2003, at 2004, at 24 now, online bid. At 2400 a bit now, 2005, 2 online bidders here, and 26. Thank you for your fast bidding now. At 2006, at 2000, 2600, would you like to go 7? At 2006, at 2600 is bid. At 26. 27 back in now, thank you again, sir. At 2007, at 2007, 28 back online. At 2008, at 2000, 2800 online bid has it at the moment here. At 2008, at 2000, 2008, at 2800 a bit now, 2008 is bid. Would you like to go 29? At 2008, at 2009, thank you again. At 29 bid. At 2009, at 2000, 2900 a bit now, 2009 is bid. At 2000, 2009, would you like to come back in for one more? Your bid, sir. Yes, it is. At 2009, at 2000, 2009, at 2900 a bit now, 2009 all finished, all done. At 2,900, I'll take 50 if you're nice and quick online. Would you like to come in at 2009? At 2,900 a bit, then finished and done. Last chance, fair warning. At £2,900, go once, twice, finished and done at 2,900. Provisional 443. Thank you very much, sir. 443. We'll make that phone call for you there. 2 seconds. What was it? 2,900. Right, then moving on to lots number 36 this time. Lot number 36, 1973 Honda CB750, the K3, lovely running example. This one is 5-speed gearbox, electric start as well. Where are we at? Start the bidding off at £4,000. Who's got 4,000 to start? Anyone interested at £4,000 to start this one off today? 4,000 to get it going. How about 3,000 then? Won't go any lower. If you wish to start it off today, come in at £3,000. Anyone interested at 3? Nothing on my book on this one. 3, you're in online. Thank you. At 3,000 bid. At 3,000, 3,000 bid. At 3,000, 3,000. I'll take 2 again if we can. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000 online bid at the moment. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. At 3,000. 2, 3-2 bid at 3,002. At 3,200 bid now. 3,002 is bid now. 3-2 at 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. Would you like 3-4 at 3,200 a bid? At 3,002, at 3,000, 3,200 bid now. 3,002. I'll take 3-4 if you're coming in now. At 3,002, at 3,000, 3,200 bid now. 3,200 is bid here. At 3-2. I'll tell you what. I'll take 3-3. We'll submit it today. At 3,002. Would you like 3,003? At 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. 3-3 bid at 3,003. At 3,000, 3,003. At 3,300 bidding away. At 3,003. Anyone like 3-4? At 3,300 is bid now. At 3,000, 3,003. At 3,004. Thank you again, sir. At 3,004. Your bid now. At 3,004. At 3,000, 3,400 is bid. At 3-4, 3-4 online. Would you like to go 3-5? At 3,400 a bid and away. At 3-4, 3-4, 3-4. Are we finished and done on this lot here? At 3,004. At 3,000, 3,400 a bid. Last chance then online. At 3,400 a bid, then finished and done. Last chance. Fair warning then. Hammers up now at £3,400. Provisional 529. Thank you very much. 529. Provisionally your way. And we will see what we can do for you. Moving on to lot number 37, the 1989, the Honda NX650, the Dominator. Fantastic custom bike this one is. Have a good look here, ladies and gentlemen. It's got 23,000 miles roughly on it. It's in kilometers, 650cc. Let's start the bidding off on this one. Sorry, I'm on the wrong lot there. I'm reading out the information from the long lot. Let's start again then. Lot number 39, 1956, BSA there, the Gold Star. No. 1988 Honda, confusing myself now. There we go. Start the bidding off on this one. We're on to the Honda there. That's the one there. Honda Dominator, fantastic custom bike then. Start the bidding off on this one. Bidding on this lot, number 37, I'm in at £2,000 to start. At 2,000 bid. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. At 2,002. At 2,200 is bid now online at 2,002. At 2,002, 2,4 coming in. 2,4, thank you. At 2,004. At 2,400 is bid. At 2,4, 2,4, 2,4. At 2,400 bidding away. At 2004, at 2,400 on the Dominator here, at 2004, at 2,000, 2,400 is bid, at 2,000, 2006, back in now online, at 2006, at 2,600, I'll take 2,7 from here if you want to come back in again, at 2006, at 2,600 is bid, at 2,000, 2,600 a bit now 2006, at 2006, at 2,600 a bit now 2007, thank you, at 2007, at 2,700 is bid. At 2000, 2007. Are we finishing done here at 2,700 a bit now? 2008, will you? Are we finished on the Dominator? Lovely bike it is. At just 2007 bid. At 2727 bid. Online. Would you like to come back in for one more? At 2007. At 2,700 a bit, then finishing done. Hammers up. Last chance. Lot 37, 2008, just in time online. Thank you. With you at the moment. At 2008. At 2,800 a bid now, 2008 is bid. At 2,828 bid now, £2,800 bidding away. Online bid has it at the moment. Local money in Warrington now at 2,800 a bid. At 2008, would you like 2,9? At 2,000, 2008. At 2,800 a bid, then finished and done. Last chance, fair warning this time then. At £2,800. Online bid at the moment at £2,800. Provisional with you online at £2,800. We will see what we can do for you, online bidder. Moving on down, we go to lot number 38. Then lot number 38 is the 1999 Honda ST1100 Pan-European, very original, highly regarded touring bike. A lovely touring bike it is. It's done about 38,000 miles. Lovely thing indeed. Starting away with me at 2,002, 22, 24, 26, 28, 3,000 in and away on the commission bid now. At 3,000, 3,000 bid. At 3,000, I'll take 2 again. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. At 3,000, sorry, I'm reading the wrong, start again. Ladies and gentlemen, really must apologise. I was reading the next commission bids on this one. Lot number 38. I've got my writing all in the wrong place. Let me get myself back on track. We'll start lot number 38 again. I'm in at 600, 700, 800 bid. 800 a bid now, 800's bid. At 800, 800, 800. At 800 a bid now, 800, 800, 800. It's giving the game away on the next one there. At 800 a bid. At 800, 800, 800. At £800 the bid now, 800, 800 is bid with me. Make no mistake, commission bidder at the moment. At £800 the bid. At 800, 800, 800, 900, 900, thank you. At 900, 900, 1,000. At 1,000 bid. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. I'm going to have to take 50 as your next bid if you're coming in. At £1,000. At 1,000, 1,000, I'll take the 50 from here. It sells today, so make no mistake. It's on sale and selling at £1,000. I'll take 50 again. At 1,000, 1,000, 50. 1,100. 50, will you? At 1,100 a bid. At 1,100, 1,100 is bid now, 1,100. At 1,100, 1,100, 1,100. Online, would you like to come in for one more 50? I can sell, so make no mistake. At 1,150. I'm out. You're in. At 1,150. All the bidding online now. 1,150. Would anyone else like £1,200 to come in? At 1,150, 1,150, 1,150. At £1,150 it can sell, so make no mistake here. At 1,150. At 1,150 to bid then once, twice. Finished, done, and selling now at £1,150. So £1,150 sold your way. Online bidder 12008. Right then, moving on to lot number 39, the one I started to sell just a minute ago. The lot number, there we go, 39, 1956, the BSA Gold Star, beautiful, iconic bike. This one then, in a way, I'm going to go 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6, 3, 8. 4 is bid now, 4,000 is bid. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,2. 4,4 back to me. At 4,004. At 4,400, my bid at 4,4. One more. At 4,4. 4,6, thank you online. 4,8, I'm still in. At 4,008, my bid. At 4,008. At 4,800 a bit. 5, you're in online now. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. I'm going to have to go 5,1 online. Would you like to go 5,2? At 5,1 with me. At 5,1 here. At 5,1, 5,1, 5,1. At 5,1, 5,2 back online. At 5,002. 5-3, 5-3 bid at 5,300, 5,003. 5-4, 5-5 is my bid at 5,500 there. Two online bidders jumping in at 5,005. At 5,500, my bid with me online. Would you like 5,006? At 5,005, 5-6 you do. At 5-6, 5-6 bid. At 5,006, 5-7, 5-7 bid. At 5,007, at 5,700 is bid now at 5,007. At 5,007 online, would you like to go 5-8? At 5-7 the bid. At 5,700, 5,007. At 5,700 a bid now 5,007. Would you like to go 5-8 online? At 5,007. At 5,700 a bid now 5,008. 5-8 you're in. And 5-9 I'm back in now at 5,009. And 6,000 is my bid. I'll take 6-2 next if you want to go one more online. I'm at £6,000, taking 2 now if you want to go again. At 6,000, 6,000 with my commission bidder here. At 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. You coming in for the 2. At 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. At 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. Finished and done. 2, just in time. 6-2, 6-2. My commission bidder's out now. It's with you online at 6,002. At 6,200, 6,002. At 6,200 a bid, then online bid at the moment at 6,002. At 6,000, 6,200 is bid now 6,002. At 6,000, 6,200, finished and done then. Hammers up. My commission bidder's out. It's online bid at the moment at £6,200. Provisional with you online at 6,200 to 4001. Thank you very much. Moving on to lot number 40, then lot number 40, and I'm going to go over to Mr. Stephen Berry to introduce this lovely Yamaha coming up your way.
I love bikes, lots of bikes, but one of the bikes that I love the most is this one, the Yamaha XT500. This bike, I'll tell you what, this bike is nearly 50 years old. Wow. Nearly 50 years old. 1977, this one is. This, of course, is the bike that's legend was cemented into motorcycling history by its success in those initial African rallies where it proved dominant. Rugged, reliable, powerful, dependable, and a great-looking bike. This one was imported from the States 30 years ago. It was black and yellow. Now it's red and white. I think it looks better in red and white. A lovely restoration. It's in fantastic condition. This bike is going to be in big demand. I just know it.
Yes, then the 1977 Yamaha here. Here it goes then, ladies and gentlemen. Start the bidding off with me at 2,000, 22, 24, 26. We're bid at the moment at 2,600 on my book. At 2,006. At 2,600 is bid. At 2,000, 2,006. At 2,600, 2,8 bid. Now 3 back to me. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, and 2. 3-2 up top. 3-4 is my bid. At 3,004. One more might do it, sir. At 3,004. At 3,000, 3,004. At 3,400, 3,004. 3-6. I had 3-5. You're in at 3,600. I'm out. At 3,006. At 3,600 a bid now 3,006. At 3-6, 3-6, 3-6. At 3,600. Would anyone else like 3,008 on this one? Gentleman's bid at 3,006. At 3,000, 3,600 a bid now 3,006 is bid. At 3,000, 3,006. At 3,600, 3,006. Would anyone else like to come in for 3-8 now at 3,006? At 3,000, 3,600 a bid now 3,006 is bid. Are we finished and done here at 3-6, 3-6, 3-6? At 3,006, I'll tell you what, I'll take 3-7 if anyone else is nice and sharp on their bidding at 3,006. At 3,000, 3,006. Are you bidding, sir, at the back? Are you waving or bidding? At 3-6 bid, I'll take it not. At 3,006. At 3,600 a bid now 3,006. At 3,600, 3,006. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,600 a bid now 3,006. If you're coming in for one more. At 3,600 a bid now 3,006. At 3,000, 3,006. Last chance. Fair warning at £3,600. Make no mistake. 3,006 with you, sir. 3,006. 697. I'll see what I can do for you. 697. £3,600. Provisional bid. Moving on to lot number 41, the 1980s Honda TLR 200. Lovely example with Nova as well. Stunning little bike, this one. Have a good look at the colouring on that. Looks a lovely little thing. Starting away, I'm in at £1,000. 1,000 bid. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 is bid now 1,000. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. At £1,000 a bid. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 is bid now 1,000. I'll take 1,100 if anyone wants to jump in on this one. At 1,000, 1,000 bid. At 1,000, 11 bid. 1,112. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. At 1,200, 1,200 online bid now at 12. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. In Bolton at the moment with you at £1,200. I'll take 13 if you're coming in. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. Cheap little bite this one at just £1,200. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. Are we finished and done on this lot here at £1,200? Would you like to go 13 now at 1,200, 1,200, 1,200? Last chance and fair warning then. Online bidder at the moment at £1,200. Make no mistake here. I'm going to submit the bid unless anyone wants to come in for another £50. I'll take 50 if you're nice and quick at 1,200 a bid. Would anyone else like to come in for 1,250 at 1,200, 1,200, 1,200? Are we finished? Are we done? Last chance and fair warning then. Online bidder at £1,200. We go once, we go twice, finished and done at £1,200. Online bidder provisionally there, 12173, 12173, and that goes at £1,200 provisionally. We'll make that phone call for you online. Moving on to lot number 42 this time then. Lot number 42, 1993 Yamaha XT350 90s dual sport fun. This one, lovely little bike here then. Where we at? Start the bidding off. Let's go in £1,000 again. 1,000 is bid. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 is bid. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, I'll take 1,100 again if you're coming in. 1,100 you do. 1,100 now. 1,100, 1,100 and 12. Thank you, sir. At 1,200, I'll take 13 online. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. At 1,200, 1,200 is bid. At 1,200, 1,200 is bid now 1,200. I'll take 50 if it helps anyone out from this point onwards. At 1,200 a bid. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200 is bid now at 12. At 1,200, 1,200. 50 back in. Thank you again. At 1,250, I'm out. You're in at £1,250 a bid. At 1,250, 1,250, 1,250. At 1,250, would anyone else like to come in for 1,300? It's online at the minute. At £1,250 the bid. At 1,250, 1,250, 1,250. At £1,250, would anyone else like to go 1,300? At £1,250, the hammer's up then at 1,250. Finished? Done. Last chance. Fair warning. At £1,250. 13 bid just in time at 1,300 a bid. At 1,300, 1,300. At 1,300 online bid again though at 1,300. At 1,300, 1,300 underbidder. Would you like to go one more 50? At 1,300 a bid. At 1,300, 1,300. I'll take a 50 again if it helps. Last chance in fair warning on this bike then at 1,300. We go once. We go twice. Finished and done at £1,300. Make no mistake, 1,300. Provisional with you online at 1,300. What's the paddle number on that? 1,006. Thank you very much. Right then, moving on down, we go to lot number 43 there, the 2003 Kawasaki ZX6R, the Ninja. Look at this one. Lovely Ninja, all in black as well there. Middleweight sports bike. Where are we at? Start the bin off. Who's got £500 to start on this? A Ninja for £500, surely. 500 you do. At 500, we'll say in 50s from here if we can. 500 a bid. At 500, 500, 500. At 500 a bid now, 500 is bid. Would you like to come in for another 50? Anyone else? At 500, 500 online, started it off now. At 500 a bid. At 500, 500, 500. At 500 a bid now, 500 is bid. At 500, 500, 500. One more 50 here. At 500, 500, 500. At 550 just in time. At 550, 550, 550. Online bidding still has it. At 550 to bid. At 550, 550. We're in Winsford at the moment. At 550 to bid. At 550, 550, 550. Online bid. At £550. Would you like to go 6? At 550, 550, 550. At 550 to bid now. 550 is bidding away on the Ninja here. At £550. I'll take 25 if you're nice and quick and you're that other underbidder. Don't miss out for the sake of a bid here. At £550. Last chance at £550. Make no mistake. Hammers up. Go once. Go twice. Finished and done. 550. We'll see what we can do. Oh, I'm going to take it. 600. It's not on sale yet. At 575. At 575. Make it a little quicker if you could online. You nearly missed out there. At 575. At 575. 575. Would anyone like 6? At 575. 575. 600 a bid. At 600, 600, I'll take 25 again. At 600, 600, 600 is the bid now at 600 with you online. At 600, 600, I'll take 25 from anyone else now. At 600 a bid now, 600, 600 is bidding away. At 600, 600, 600, 600, hammers up now. At 600 a bid. At 600, 600, are we finished? Are we done? Last chance. Fair warning. This time then at £600. Make no mistake, 600. Your bid online, £600, provisionally to 10736. Right, then moving on to lot number 44. Then lot number 44 is the 1975 Yamaha, the TY80, another lovely little bike again. Stranding on, I'm in 550, 600 and 650 bid. At 650, 650, 650. At £650 is bid now, 650 is bid. At 650, 650, 650, 650 bid. And 700, 700 bid. At 700, 700 bid. Now 700 is bid. At 700, 700 online bid, 700. And 50, one more. At 700, 700, 700. At 700 a bid, then would anyone like 50 now? At 700, 700 on this bike here at just 750 bid just in time. At 750, 750 back online. At 750 to bid now, £750 is bid with the internet bidder at the moment at £750 a bid. At 750, 750, 750. At 750, 750, 750. I tell you what, would anyone like 775? Nice and quickly for me. At £25 increment. Shouldn't need to think too long. If you're coming in, then come in now. At 750 to bid. At 750, 750, 750. At 750 to bid, then hammers up this time. At 750, 775, I see you. At 775, thank you, sir. At 775. At 775, would you like to go 8? At 775. At 775 now. At £775, I'll take 8 if you're coming in from here. At 775. At 775, 775, finished and done. Last chance, fair warning on this one. If you're coming in now is 8. 8 bid, thank you. Online's back in now. At 800, 800, 800, I'll take 25 again. At 800, 800, 800 bid. At 800 a bid now, 800 is bid. Would anyone else like 25? You coming in for one more? At 800, 800, 800. At 800 a bid now, 800, 800. Are we finished? Are we done here? At £800, we can submit the bid. Make no mistake. At 800 a bid now, 800. Finished, done. Last chance. Fair warning then. At £800, make no mistake. Finished and done, 800. That's provisional with you online, paddle number 4038. We will see what we can do for you. Provisional bid. Right, we move on down the list to lot number 45 this time. Then it's the 1980, the Honda CB250N. It's the Super Dream there. Perfect to run or restore this one then. Perfect to run or restore. Started off. Who's got £500 to start? Anyone interested of £500 to kick it off today? Anyone like to jump in on this one? £500, cheap little bike. Start me off. 500 to go. I can't go any lower than that, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are interested today, then please bid now. Thank you online. You are in 500, 600, 600 bid. At 600, 600, I'll take 7. At 600, 600, 600 a bid now. 600's bid online. 2 online bidders there. At 600, 600 bid. At 600, 600, 600, 600, I'll take 50 if you want to go again. At 600, 600, 600, 650, thank you. At 650 bid. At 650, 650 and 7, will you? At £650 is bidding away. At 650, 650, 650. At 650 to bid now, 650 is bid. At £650, would anyone else like to come in for 7? At 650, 650, 650, are we finished and done here? At £650, make no mistake. I'll take a nice quick 25 if you're coming in online. Would you like to go again? At 650 to bid. At 650, 650, 650. At 650 to bid. 675 back in online. Welcome back. At 675. Online bid here at 675. Would you like 7? At 675. At 675, 675. At £675 is bid now with you online. At 675. At 675, 675. Finished and done. At £675. Make no mistake here then. With you, online bid has it at the moment at £675. We go once. At £675. We go twice. At £675. Make no mistake. Finish and done. £675. Online bidder, 675. Provisional with you online, 675 to paddle number 101.77. Moving on to lot number 46 then, 1989, the Honda SA50. Look at this one, the Vision, a Honda Vision, there we go. Iconic scooter, this one is indeed. Starts me off, who's got I know, who's got £700 to start on a lovely little scooter there, the Vision scooter there? Who's got £700 to start me off on this one? Anyone interested at £700? Nice little run around there for just £700. Start me off. Anyone interested? Thank you very much, online. You're in. At 700 bid. At 700, 700, 700 is bid now 700. At 700, 700 online bidder at the moment. At 700, 700, 700. I'll take 50 if it helps you out. At 700, 750. Thank you again, sir. At 750 bid. At 750, 750 online. Would you like 8? At 750 to bid. At 750, 750, 750. At 750 to bid now 750, 750, 750. I'll take 800 if you're coming in. At 750, 750, 750. At £750 is bid. At 750, 750, 750. Would anyone like to come in for the 8? At 750, 750, a nice little scooter here. At 750, 750, 750. Are we finished? Are we done? At £750 a bid. At 750, 750, last chance. At £750, finished, done. At £750. Not quite enough on that one, ladies and gentlemen. We will have to move on. If you are interested, please do get in touch with the guys here in the office. I'm sure they will help you out and get a deal done for you there. But we move on and down we go to lot number 47 there. Lot number 47, the 2003 Yamaha FZS 600 Phaser. Outstanding example. I'm in at 500, 600, 700 and 800 bids straight away with me at 800. At 800, is that your bid? At 800, 800. Click it there. 900, you're in. Thank you. At 900, online bidder at the moment. At 900 a bid. At 900, 900. 1,000. 1,100. 1,100 bid. 1,100 is bid now. 1,200, 1,200, 1,300 bid. At 1,300, 1,300 is all online at the moment. At 1,300, 1,300, 1,300. At 1,300 a bid now. 1,300, 1,300. At 1,300, 1,300, 1,300. At 1,300 a bid. At 1,300, 1,300, 1,300. I'll take 50 if you want to come back in for one more. At 1,300 is bid. At 1,300, 1,350, new bidder, you're in. At 1,350, 1,350. At £1,350 is bid. Would anyone else like to come back in for 1,400 here? At 1,350. At 1,350, 1,350 on outright sell. Ladies and gentlemen, sharpen your pencils now. It's going to sell today. 14 bid. Thank you online. At 1,400 a bid. At 1,400, 1,400, underbidder. Would you like to go 50? At 1,400, 1,400, here to sell, to go today, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake. At 1,400 a bid. At 1,400, 1,400, 1,400. Are we finished and done online? Would you like to go 50? One more. At 1,400, 1,400. At 1,400 a bid now. 1,400. Hammers up. At 1,400, make no mistake. At 1,400 the bid. With you online. Go once at £1,400. We go twice and sell now at £1,400. Finished and done at 1,400. Sold at 1,400. And that was two paddle number 12251. Moving on to lot number 48, the 2008 Ducati. Lovely little Ducati this one is. The 1098R. Lovely high-spec Ducati indeed. Have a good look. It looks gorgeous, this one, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful bike. All race spec'd out as well. Look at that one. Starting with me. Several commission bids with me. And I'm in at 555, 6,000, 65, 7,000, 75, 8,000 we start. At 8,000, 8,000, 8,000. At £8,000 is bidding away now at 8,000 on the Ducati here. At 8,000, 8,000, 8,000. At 8,000, 8,000, 8,000 pounds is bid now at 8,000. At 8,000, 8,000 on the commission bidder here. At 8,000, 8,000, 8,000. At 8,000, I'll take two if you're coming in from here. At 8,000, 8,000, 8,000. At 8,000, 8,000 is bid. At £8,000 bidding away now at 8,002 bid now 8,2. 8,4 straight back to me at 8,004. At 8,400 a bid now 8,004 is bid. At 8,004, would anyone else like 8,6? At 8,004. At 8,000, 8,400 bidding away now at 8,004. Online bidder, you coming back in at 8,000, 8,004. At 8,400 a bid, then it's your turn online if you want to go again. 8,6, thank you. Online bid. Back in with me though at 8,008. 8,008. I'm going to have to go 9,000 with me at £9,000. Put me back on the right foot. At 9,000, I'll take two again. At 9,000, 9,000, 9,000. At 9,000, 9,000, 9,000. Would you like two online? At £9,000 a bit. At 9,002. At 9,2. At 9,002. 9,4. 9,004. At 9,400 a bit now, 9,004. At 9,400 a bit now, 9,004. Would you like to go 9,600 one more? At 9,004. At 9,000, 9,400 is bid now, 9,004. At 9,400 a bit then, are we finished? Are we done? Online, would you like to go 9,600? Now's your chance if you do. 9,600. Thank you very much, online bidder. At 9,006. At 9,006. I'm out now. It's all you online. At 9,006. At 9,600 a bid now. 9,006 is bidding away. At 9,600 a bid. At 9,000, 9,006. Are we finishing done on this bike here at 9,006? Would anyone else like to come in for 9,008? At 9,600 is bid. At 9,006. At 9,000, 9,600 a bit now, 9,006. You coming in for one more? At 9,600, are we finishing done on this lot here? At 9,006. At 9,000, 9,600, I'll take 9,800 if you're coming in now. At 9,006. At 9,000, 9,600, finished and done then. Last chance here then at £9,600. Do not miss out, ladies and gentlemen, on the Ducati. Hammers up at 9,600, finished, done. Last chance. Fair warning, £9,600 online bid with you at 9,006. Provisional bidder, 9,006, 4,001, I think that was. Yes, it was 4,001. £9,600 provisional bid. Right, we move on down to lot number 49 then. Lot number 49, 2001 Yamaha TW200 there. Very clean and tidy example. Lovely looking bike as well. Starting away with me at £850 and 9. At 900, 900 we start. At 900 a bit now, 900 is bidding away. At 900, 900, I'll take 50, 950, your bid, sir, thank you. At 950 to bid. At 950, 950, gentleman's bid. At £950 a bid. At 950, 950, 950. At 950 to bid. At 950, left-handed with you, sir. At 950 to bid. At 950, would anyone else like £1,000? At 950, 950, 950. At £950 the bid. At 950, 950, 950, are we finishing done on this one? At 950, 950, I can see you hovering on like 1,000 bid. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. At 1,000 online bid. At 1,000, would you go 1,100, sir? 1,100, thank you. 1,100 online, would you like 12? At 1,100 is bid. At 1,100 a bid, then gentleman's bid here. At £1,100 bidding away at £1,100 a bid. 1,100, 1,100, 1,200 online's back in. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. At 1,200 a bid, then would you like to go 13, sir? Online bid at the moment. At 1,200 a bid. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. At 1,200 a bid, then 13 bid. Thank you again. At 1,300, 1,300 online. Your turn now. At 1,300, 1,300. At 1,300 a bit now, 1,300 is bid. At 1,300, 1,300, gentleman's bid here in the room. Make no mistake. At 1,300, 1,300. I'll be nice and fair. I'll take 50 if you're nice and quick online. At 1,300, gentleman's bid here. At 1,300 a bid. I'll take 50 if you're nice and quick. At 1,300 once. At 1,300 twice. Finishing done. Your bid, sir, £1,300. Provisional with you at £1,300 there, sir. What was your paddle number? 908. Thank you very much. Moving on down, we go to lot number 50, and I'm going to hand this one over to Steve to introduce this 1977 Suzuki.
So the Suzuki RL250 was a very decent road-going trail bike, but a chap called Graham Beamish thought the frame's a bit too beefy and a bit too heavy. What it could do with is a lovely Reynolds tubing lightweight frame. And lots of other people agreed with Graham Beamish because they sold 1,200 bikes adapted like this. Great looking machine. This one's in fine fettle. You could ride it in competition, a bit of green laning on a Sunday, or you could just go down the pub on it for a pint of shandy bass. I reckon this will sell for, well, I don't know what it'll sell for, but we're about to find out. I'll tell you what, though, I do know. It's a cracking little bike. The 1977 Suzuki, Beamish Suzuki RL250. What will it sell for? Let's find out.
Cracking bike it is indeed then. Starting off, I got several commission bids on this one. Quite low indeed. I'm going to go 5, 6, 700. I'll take 8. At 700 a bid. At 700, we start with me on the book. At 700, I'll take 8 if you're coming in on this one. At 700, 700, 800, your bid now. 900 back to me. At 900 a bid. At 900, 900, 900, 900. At 900, would you like 1,000 now? At 900, 900, 900. At 900 a bid now. 900, 1,000. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 is bid. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. At £1,000 the bid now, online bid. At 1,000 is bidding away. At 1,000, 1,000, would anyone else like 1,100? Up top then it is. At 1,100 bid. 1,100 a bid now, 1,100. At 1,100 a bid. Room bidder now. At 1,100 a bid. Would you like 12 online? At 1,100 bidding away. 1,100, 1,100 is bid. At 1,100, 1,100, 1,100. I'll take 50 if it tempts you back in. No need 12. At 1,200 a bid. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. At 1,200, we'll stay in the 50s, though. I'll take 1,250 next if you want. At 1,200 a bid. 1,250 back in. Gentleman's bid. At 1,250 to bid. At 1,250, 1,250, 1,250. Gentleman has it at the moment. At £1,250 is bid and away. At 1,250, 1,250. 1,300 against you now, sir. At 1,300, 1,300. At 1,300 a bid. At 1,300, 1,300. Would you like 50 again? 1,350 you do. Thank you very much. At 1,350 bid. Gentleman's bid there. At 1,350, 1,350. At £1,350, we are bid now at 1,350. At 1,350, 1,350, and 14 back online. At 1,400, 1,400, would you like to go 50 again? At 1,400 a bid. At 1,450, thank you again, sir. At 1,450. At 1,450, 1,450, gentleman's bid now at 1,450 and 15 back online. At 1,500. At 1,500, 1,500, we'll go 50 again if you want. At 1,500 on sale, mind. At 1,500 on outright sale. Online bid has it at 1,500 and on sale. At 1,500 a bid. At 1,500, 1,500. Would you like to come back in for 50? It is on sale. Make no mistake. Online bid at 1,500 a bid. At 1,500, 1,500. At 1,500 a bid now. 1,500 is bid with you online. Make no mistake. At 1,500, 1,500. It's here to go. Would anyone else like to come in? It seems an absolute steal and bargain here at £1,500, but it's going to sell. Make no mistake. At 1,500 a bid. At 1,500, 1,500. Hammers up. At 1,500, 1,500, are we finished and done? We can sell. Make no mistake. Once, twice, finished, done, and selling now at £1,500. Sold. Online bidder, £1,500 to 12173. Moving on down, we go to lot number 51 then this time. Lot number 51. 1973 Suzuki T500 Titan there. Full nut and bolt restoration on this one. I've got several bids left with me. We'll start at 3,000. At 3,000, we'll go in twos if we can. At 3,000, 3,000, and 2. 3, 2. 3, 4 is my bidder now. At 3,004. At 3,004, would you like 3,006? At 3,000, 3,004. Coming back in one more. At 3,004. At 3,006 bid. Thank you. At 3,006. 3,8, I'm still in. At 3,008. At 3,000, 3,008. At 3,800 is bid now. 3,008. 4, you're in online. At 4,000, 4,2 back with me. At 4,002. At 4,002, would you like to go for 4,4 already? Thank you, sir. At 4,4. 4,6 my bid. At 4,006. At 4,600, 4,006. At 4,000, 4,600 is bid. At 4,600 a bid now. 4,006 coming in 4,8. At 4,006. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,600 is bid. At 4,6, would you like 4,8? Thank you again. At 4,8. 5,000, I'm back in. At 5,000, 5,000. 2. At 5-2, I'm going to go 5-3 with my commission bidder. I'll take 5-4 if they want to come back in. At 5,003, let's get on the right foot here. At 5,003, would you like to go 5-4 online? At 5,003, I have the bid here. At 5,003, at 5,300, 5,003, at 5,004, 5-5. Back with me again. At 5,005, I'll take 5-6 if you want. At 5,005, commission bidder at the moment. At 5,500, make no mistake online. At 5,000, 5,005. At 5,500 a bid now. 5,005 is bid. Would you like 5,006? Can't be any fairer than that. At 5,005. At 5,500. Make no mistake here. I'll take 5-6 if you're nice and quick online. At 5,500 a bid then. Hammers up. Make no mistake, my commission bidder is out. You're in at 5,006, at 5,600 a bid, and on sale with you now at 5,006, at 5,600. If you're my commission bidder and you're at home and you're watching, it's against you now at 5,600. The bid is online at 5,006. At 5,600 a bid now, 5,006, and here to sell today at 5,600. We go once, we go twice, and selling now at £5,600. Make no mistake, it goes 5,600 to paddle number 12192. 12192. Yes. Right then, moving on to lot number 52 this time then. Lot number 52, the 1972, the Triumph T120 Bonneville. Look at that one. Part of a private collection as well. Only 60,000 miles on it as well. Lovely, beautiful restoration on this one. Let's go on. Start the bidding here. Where are we at? 2000, 2224, I start. At 2004. At 2000, 2400 is bid. At 2000, 2004. At 2000, 2000, 2006. Thank you. At 2006 now. At 2600 is bid now. 2006. 28 bid at 2008, at 2000, 2800 a bid now. 2008 at 2000, 2008. Would you like 3 at 2800 bidding away now at 2008, at 2000, 2800 is bid at 2000, 2003 bid at 3000, 3000. You're in, I'm out at 3000, 3000. I'll take 2 again if anyone else wants to jump in now at 3000, 3000, 3000 bid at 3000, 3000 bid at 3000. Are we finished? Are we done at 3000, 3000? I'll tell you what, I'll take 1. We'll go to the nitty-gritty time at £3,000. I'll take 3-1 if anyone else wants to come in now. Online bid has it at the moment at 3,001 and 3-1 bid. 2 online bidders at 3,001 at 3,000, 3,100 is bid. Would you like to go 3-2 at 3,000, 3,001? At 3,100 we are bid. At 3,100 bid, I'll take 3,002 if you're coming in. At 3,001. At 3,000, 3,100 is bidding away. At 3,000, 3,100 a bid then hammers up now. At 3,001. At 3,000, 3,001. Are we finished? Are we done? Last chance. Fair warning then at 3,002. At 3,002. At 3,000, 3,200. Online bid has it again. At 3,002. Underbidder, would you like to go 3,003? At 3,002. At 3,200. We're bid at the moment. At 3,000, 3,002. At 3,200 a bid now. 3,200 is bid then hammers up. At 3,000, 3,002. Are we finished online? At 3,002. Hammers up now then at 3,200 once. 3,200 twice. Finished, done at £3,200 online bidder. We'll submit that bid with you. 11567. 3,200 provisional bid. What do you mean? Right then, lot number 53 this time. Then it's 1959, the Aerial Leader Classic British 2-stroke bike. Look at that one there, ladies and gentlemen. Straight in already, £1,000 online. Look at the colouring on this one. Glorious looking bike there. Aerial Leader, in and away at £1,000. I'll take 1,100 now. At 1,000, 1,000 is bid. At 1,000, 1,100, sir, your bid. At 1,100 a bid. Gentleman's bid in the room. And 12 straight back online. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. At 1,200 a bid. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. At 1,200 is bid online now. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. At 1,200 a bid. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. Are we finishing done here? At 1,200, 1,200 is bid now. 1,200. I'll take 50 if it helps you back in, sir. At 1,200 a bid. Online bid at the moment. At 1,200, 1,200. Would you like to go 50? At 1,200 a bid. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. Are we finishing done on this one here? At £1,200 a bid. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. Anyone coming in for the 50? At 1,200 a bid. Are we finished? Are we done? Online bid at 1,200. Make no mistake. Would you like to go 50? Shakes the head at £1,200. Hammers up then at 1,200. 50. 13. 50. 1350, your bid seated at 1350 in the front. At 1350, 1350 right-handed here. At 1350. At 1350, 75? At 1350 here. I'll take 1375. 1375. 1,400. 1,450. 1,450. 15. 1,500. 1,500, gentleman's bid. At 1,500, 1,500. At 1,500 a bid now. 1,500 is bid. Thank you, sir. At 1,500, I'll take 50 again. At 1,500, 1,500 seated bidding online. Would you like to go 50? At 1,500, 1,500, 1,500. At 1,500, hammers up. At 1,500 for the first time then. At 1,500, I'll take 50 if you're nice and quick. Last chance. Fair warning, second time at 1,500. Your bid, sir, at £1,500. Provisionally with you. We'll make that call for you, sir. £1,500 to paddle number 798. No, 2 paddles. That's handy to have. 898. Thank you very much. 898 there. £1,500 provisional bid. And we move on to lot number 54 up next then. Lot number 54 is the 1953 BSA 600cc British Classic there. It is a British Classic indeed. It looks great as well. Have a good look, ladies and gentlemen, starting with me. 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300 a bid. At 1,300, 1,300 is bid now 1,300. At 1,300, 1,300 bidding away now at 1,300 here. 14 bid online, 15 back to me. At 1,500, 1,500. At 1,500 a bid now 1,500. Commission bidder has it at the moment. At 1,500 a bid. At 1,500, 1,500. At 1,500 a bid now 1,500 is bid. Would you like 16 on this one? At 1,500, 16 online you do. At 1,600, 1,700 back to my bidder now. At 1,700 bid. At 1,700, 1,700. At 1,700 a bit now. 1,700 is bid here now. 17. Would you like to go 18 online? 18 you do. At 1,800, 1,800. At 1,800, my bid is out now. It's all you online. At 1,800, 1,800 is bid. At 1,800, would you like 19 now? Online bid at the moment. At 1,800, 1,800. At 1,800 a bit now. 1,800 is bid. Would you like 19? Is anyone else coming in on this one here? At 1,800, 1,800. At 1,800, I'll take 50 if you're nice and quick then. At 1,800 bid. At 1,800, 1,800 online. At 1,800 a bit, then 1,800 online bid at the moment, 18. At 1,800, 1,800. At 1,800, finished and done. Last chance. Fair warning. £1,800 online with you at 1,800. We'll submit that bid for you online, bidder. 3,000, thank you. 1,800, bidder 3,000, 1,800, provisional. Moving on to lot number 55 then, the 1986 Honda TLR 200 Reflex 4-stroke there. Lovely 4-stroke bike, this one again. Start me off. Who's got £1,000 to start on this one? 1986 Honda TLR 200. Who's got £1,000 to start? Anyone interested? 1,000, sir? Thank you. At 1,000 bid. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Gentleman's bid now at 1,000. At £1,000 a bid now. 1,000 is bid. 1,100 online. 1,200 back in. At 1,200 a bid. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. Thank you, sir. At 1,200 a bid. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. Online, would you like to go 13? At 1,200 a bid. At 1,200, 1,200 is bid now at 1,200. At 1,200, I'll take 50 if you're nice and quick. Can't be any more fair than that. At 1,200 a bid. Gentleman's bid. At 1,200 a bid. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. Are we finished and done on this lot today? At 1,200, I'll take 50 if you are nice and quick. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. Are we finished? Are we done? Last chance with you, sir. Then at £1,200, hammers up, go once, twice, finish and done then at 1,200. Submit that bid, 893, 893. Thank you very much. £1,200, provisional. There we go. Moving on down to lots number 56. Look at this one, ladies and gentlemen. The 2002 Harley Davidson, big old bike. This one is. It's a soft tail as well. There we go. Start me off. Who's got £4,000 to start on the soft tail there? £4,000 to start, surely. Harley Davidson, soft tail there. Just £4,000 to start it off today. Straight in. Online bid. At 4,000 is bid. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,2. Thank you, sir. At 4,2, waving away. At 4,002, would you like to go 4,4? 4,4 back online. 4,6, my bid. At 4,006. At 4,600 a bid now. 4,006 is bid. At 4,000, 4,006. At 4,600 a bid now. 4,006. Would you like to go 4,008? You do. Online bid has it. At 4,008. Thank you. In Carmarthenshire then at 4,008. At 4,000, 4,008. At 4,800. Would you like to go 5 again? One more online. You're thinking about it now. At 4,008. At 4,000, 4,800 is bidding away. At 4,000, 4,008. At 4,800 a bid then. 5 new bidder online, £5,000. Welcome in Cheshire, local here, and 5,2 back in, 5,002. Carmarthenshire has it at the moment with you at 5,002. At 5,000, 5,002. At 5,200 is bid now 5,002. Would you like to go 5,4? 5,4, gentleman's bid. Thank you, sir. At 5,004, seated bidder. At 5,004, online. Would you like to go 5,6? 5,6, I hear the ding. 5,6, your bid. 5,8? 5,8 bid. Thank you, sir. At 5,008, gentleman's bid, seated at the front. Your turn online. Would you like to go 6? 6,000 you do. 6,000 is bid. And 2, thank you again. At 6,002. At 6,000, 6,200 is bid. At 6,002, would you like 6,4 back in online? 6,6, thank you again, sir. At 6,006. At 6,600, 6,006. Here's the bid. At 6,006, if you're coming back in online, you need to go one more. At 6,600, are we finished? Are we done? At 6,000, 6,006. Gentleman's bid then at £6,600. Make no mistake. Last chance. Fair warning, with the gentleman seated, hammers up now at 6,600. Once, twice, finished and done, 6,600. Your bid, sir, 6,999. There we go, 999, 6,600 pounds provisional, and we will see what we can do for you. Moving on to lot number 57 this time, lot number 57, and we have the 1953, the Aerial Square 4 Ideal British Classic Bike Project Bike as well. Lovely little bike. I got a bid straight in. I'm not going to mess around. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2,000 bid. We start at 2. At 2,000, I'll take 2 if we can for the moment. At 2,000 a bid. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 is bid now on the aerial. At 2,000, 2,000 bid. At 2,000, I'll take 2. At 2,000, 2,000 is bidding away now at £2,000 and 2. Online bid now at 2,002. 2,4 back in at 2,004. At 2,000, 2,400 is bid at 2,004. At 2,000, 2,400 is bidding away now at 2,004. At 2,000, 2,004, are we finished? Are we done? Would you like to go 2,6 one more? At 2,004. At 2,000, 2,400 a bid. Are we finished? Are we done? Last chance, ladies and gentlemen, at 2,400. Finishing done then at £2,400. We'll submit that bid, 411. We'll see what we can do for you there. And we will submit that bid and we will get back in touch as soon as possible. Moving on to lot number 58 then. Lot number 58 this time, 2008, the KTM 690 SM Supermoto. Then have a good look at this one. Austrian Supermoto bike it is. Who's got £1,500 to start? 1,500 to start on this one. KTM Supermoto. Look how nice that one looks. Surely 1,500 bid. Thank you. At 1,500, 1,500. At 1,500, 1,500 bid. At 1,500, 1,600. Thank you again. At 1,600 bid. At 1,600, 1,600 is bid now at 16. Would you like to go 17? At 1,600, 1,600. At 1,600, 1,600, 17 back online. At 1,700 bid. At 17. 18 again now, 18. At 1,800 a bid. At 1,800, 1,800 online bidder. Would you like to go 19? At 1,800 a bid. At 1,800, 1,800 is bid. 19 back in. Thank you online. 1,900. 2,000 is my bid. Sorry to disappoint you. I'll take 2-1 if you want to go again. At 2,000, 2,000 is bid. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 bid. I'll take 2-1 if you're coming in from here. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 with me. At 2,000, 2,000, are we finished and done on this one? At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. At £2,000 a bid now. 2,000 is bidding away. At 2,000, 2,000, last chance. Fair warning. This time then at £2,000. Make no mistake. Online bidder, would you like to go 2-1? That is provisional, ladies and gentlemen. 4062 takes that one provisionally there. Moving on to lot number 59 then. Lot number 59 is the 2010, the MV Augusta F4 1000R Italian powerhouse there. Look at that one. Lovely bike there. Looks pristine. Look how clean and gorgeous that one looks again. I believe we've got a telephone bidder on this one as well. You're going to start the bidding off with me at 3,002, 34, 36. We start at 3,006. At 3,600 is bid. At 3,000, 3,008. At 3,800 and 4 back to me. At 4,000 now. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,000 and 2. One more, will you? At 4,000 a bid. At 4,000, 4,000 is bid now at 4,000. I'll take 2 if you're coming back in. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. At 4,000 a bid. At 4,002. At 4,002, new bidder. And 4. I'm out now. It's all you online. At 4,004. At 4,400 is bid now at 4,004. Would you like to go 4,6 under bidder online? At 4,6 you do. At 4,6, 4,6 is bid. At 4,600 online bid. Would you like to go 4,8? 4,8 bidding now. Keep going online. At 4,008. At 4,000, 4,800 online bidder at the moment. At 4,800 bidding away. At 4,008. Are you coming in on the telephones? 5 bid now at 5,000 bid. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. I'll take 2 if they want to come in. And 5,2 already. At 5,2, 5,2, 5,2 is bid. At 5,200, 5,004. 5,4 online bidding here at 5,400 a bid. We're in Hertfordshire at the moment at 4,005. At 4,000, 4,000, 5,004. Sorry, numbers backwards there. At 5,004. At 5,004. I'll take 5,6 if you're coming in. Telephone bidder, thank you there. At 5,006 on the telephone now. At 5,006. At 5,600 a bid. At 5,006. At 5,600 is bid on the telephone. Make no mistake. At 5,006. At 5,006. It's on sale, ladies and gentlemen, at 5,600. I'll take 5,700 now to be nice and fair to those people that come online. It sells today, so make no mistake. Online bidder, would you like 5,700? If not, 5,700. 5,700 internet at 5,700. At 5,700 is bid.
So I'll
5,800. 5,800 bid. At 5,008, telephone bid back in. At 5,800, online, would you like to go 5,900? It sells today, make no mistake. At 5,800 a bid. At 5,000, 5,008. At 5,800, telephone bidder has it now. At 5,800, I'm going to give you all that countdown now. At 5,800, we go once with you on the telephone. At 5,800, we go twice. Finished, done. Selling at £5,800 it goes. Your bid. 5,800. 2,000. It's bidder number 2,000, 5,800 and sold away. There we go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 60 is the 2011, the KTM RC8R. I'm going to hand over to Steve Berry for this one, who's going to talk through the next 10 minutes or so.
Yes, as Tom just told you, the RC8R. A pal of mine bought one of these, and he spent much of his motorcycling career on big, fast, powerful Japanese sport touring motorcycles. And the last thing that the KTM RC8R is a sport touring motorcycle. It's from 2011. It's 170 brake horsepower, which was a lot back then, from a 1200cc V-twin, and it is an uncompromising bit of fully focused kit, like riding a razor blade. We'll come back to that in just a minute. But just to give you some idea of the sort of variety that we love to have here at Manor Park, let me bring you over here and have a bit of a flashback to the days of Top Gear Motorsport. First mention of Top Gear, but not Top Gear Motorsport, which we ran for about 4 years back in the mid to late 90s. And if you remember, we actually featured the world of trials riding. And these machines just like this, that one's in the next sale, so let's not look too much at that one, but come to this one. This is the Gas. Jordi Torres, the very gifted Spanish rider. It was funny because I knew about trials and I'd read about trials, and I grew up in Bury, Lancashire, where, as many of you will know, Jim Sandiford sold Montesa trials motorbikes. And I used to walk up from our house near the market up to Walmsley Road, where there were 2 showrooms. Across the road from Jim Sandiford was Ian Anthony. And they had, and when I tell people about this, because they have a prejudice against the North, they always like open-mouthed. Ian Anthony sold Porsche and Ferrari. Yeah, that's what they sold. So I used to stare at the Porsches and the Ferraris in Ian Anthony's window in Bury, Lancashire. And then I used to cross the road and look at the Montesa motorcycles in Jim Sandiford's window. Motorcycles that were out of reach for me, because folks said to me, oh, well, when did you start? And this is a story that will be familiar to so many of us. When did you start riding, Steve? When you were little? No, when I was little, I rode a bicycle. My father worked at a paper mill. There was no buying brand new, shiny, red Spanish-built trials motorbikes for us. I got hand-me-down bicycles, and I was grateful. But come the mid to late 90s, and I'm on the BBC reporting on the world of trials, when Jordi Torres was at the peak of his powers, but faced stiff opposition from the man from Silsden, Yorkshire, from a dynasty of off-road champions, Mr. Dougie Lampkin. What a gentleman, what a lovely bloke, what a talented rider, and what a great family. His dad, Martin, R.I.P., cracking bloke. His brother, John, all sorts of them. And his mother, yeah, she was an integral part of the Lampkin Enterprises. They were a real clan of talented riders and good Yorkshire people. I actually had a go at competitive trials riding myself, but starting at 36, when most of the other people had come up through schoolboy trials and were coming into clubmans at like 17, 18, I found it a bit difficult. But the people were brilliant. I really enjoyed the couple of years that I had doing it. And do you know what? I wouldn't go back and do it competitively. I'm too old, obviously. But to have one of these, I really think if you've got a collection and you've got, say you had a collection of half a dozen bikes, I'd have to have a trials bike. And the prices on these, they're for nothing. For what you're getting, they're for nothing. More variety in the sale. Look at these, the big two-stroke enduro bikes, the Myco. What a fearsome beast. I've only ever ridden one of these once, and I think once was enough. But you might think differently. That's coming up a little bit later. In fact, it'll be coming up very shortly in the sale. The old Myco 490. I remember the first thing I rode from them was a Michaeletta scooter. You really couldn't get further away from this monster with the Michaeletta scooter than you get from that. Let's move over here. Let's go back there. It's funny because I was talking about this bike in the preview of the sale here at Manor Park. And this week, Suzuki have announced that they're bringing it back. The DR350. It won't be like this one. This one's from 1993. And I always remember it's around the time, early 90s, that I started my so-called career in motorcycling journalism. Not that such a thing actually exists anymore, but it was about that time. And I noticed there were two bikes back then that motorcycle journalists actually put their hands in their pockets and paid for. One was the Yamaha FJ series, the 1100 and the 1200. And the other bike that a lot of motorcycle journalists actually own, and these are the people who got to ride everything. You know, you got to ride everything. It was part of the job, from a 50 up to a 1200, cruisers, customs, race replicas, adventure bikes, the lot. And the one I would say more than anything else that people bought was this, the Suzuki DR350, because it was a do-everything bike, on-road, off-road, enormously reliable, bulletproof motor. This one, coming up a little bit later in the sale, 1,000 to 1,005. It looks rough. It's had a life. But as I say, that was the bike that people actually paid money for back in the day. So, I tell you what, come out here. Let me just tell you about this bike here. Now, this bike is available to buy. It's not in the auction, but some of the bikes, like the Ducati Desmo Sedici RR there, I've not ridden that, but I have ridden one of these. It's a Norton V4 SV. It's got a V4 engine. It's got about 185 brake horsepower. It's quick. I actually, when I got the opportunity to ride it, I wasn't expecting to ride a bike at all. And I was just in street clothes and I got the opportunity to go out on it. May not have been a good idea, but I'll tell you what, it was so exciting. You know, we want to go back to this one. Do we want to go over here and talk about the KTM? Okay, let's just have a little bit of a chat about this KTM. As I say, people will think, oh yeah, the RC8, that's got the, what is it, like 1,140 cc's. No, this is the RC8R. So it's 1,200 cc's, higher compression ratio, titanium valves, all sorts of exotic loveliness in the engine. KTM actually built in, which was almost unique. In fact, I think it was unique for a super sports V-twin road bike like this, a degree of adaptability. You could change the levers, you could change the bar. In other words, you could change the position of the bars, the levers, the rear sets, even the subframe at the back. You could alter that. You could alter the seat height, because it's such a strange thing, isn't it? That motorcycle manufacturers would expect everybody to just fit onto the same bike and to actually have their hands and their feet and their face and everything else in the same position. So, being German, well, Austrian, it's more or less the same thing, isn't it? They thought, no, we're going to allow people to move certain things about to be more accommodating. But like I said, it's strictly a one-seater motorcycle. It's about as super sports gets. This one's benefited from a lot of extra gubbins on here. We've got a quick shift kit on it. We've got the Akrapovic exhaust. It's the top of the tree when it comes to this sort of machine. Hard to believe that it's now the thick end of 15 years old. And you think, oh, well, it's from back then. It's not going to be that powerful. 170 brake from this 1200 V-twin. I wonder how much it'll fetch. I think we're expecting it to be about a lot cheaper than I was expecting. £6,000 to £6,500. We're giving it away. Let's see how much it makes. Back to Tom.
Yes, and it is a lovely example of a V-twin superbike here. Online is already bidding away. It's up to 3,000, but sorry to disappoint you online. I'm in at 3,200, 3,400, 3,600, 3,800. Commission bidder now at 3,000, 3,008. At 3,800, we're bid now at 3,008. I'll take 4 if you're coming in, and 4,000 is bid. At 4,002, 4,2 bid now, 4,002. At 4,200 a bid, and 4,400. At 4,400. 4,600 is my bid. At 4,006, I'll take 4,800, one more, 4,800. At 4,008. At 4,800 a bid now, 4,008. At 4,000, 4,800, my bidders are out now. At 4,008, I'll take 5,000 if you're coming in now. At 5,000, you do, thank you online. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. West Yorkshire at the moment. At 5,000 is bidding away. At 5,000, 5,000, we are bid. At 5,000 a bid now, 5,000 is bid online and 2. At 5,002. At 5,200 is bid. At 5,004. At 5,004, all online here. At 5,400 a bid now, 5,004 is bidding away. At 5,004. At 5,400 a bid. On sale, so make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen. I'll take 5,500. We'll go in hundreds there. We're at 5,004. Would anyone like 5,500? At 5,400 is bid now, 5,004. At 5,000, 5,400, we are bid. At 5,400 is bid. At 5,000, 5,400, I can sell. So make no mistake on this one, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to go. At 5,004. At 5,400 a bit, then once. At 5,400 a bit, then twice. And selling. Online bidder has it at £5,400. It goes this time, 5,004. Sold. £5,400 to online bidder 12049. Moving on down we go this time. Lot number 61, 1986, the Yamaha FZR 400 Genesis there. Look at that one then. Lovely little bike again. Let's get a bargain on the go. Who's got £500 to start for this today? Let's see it gone today. £500 to go. Anyone interested to start me off here? £500, surely. How about 500? Thank you very much, sir. 500 is bidding away. Gentleman's bid, front row now at 500 a bid. At 500, 500 is bid. I'll take 600 if you're coming in. At 500, 500 bid. At 500, 500 bid on the front. It sells today. Make no mistake on this one. At 500 a bid. At 500, 500, 500 is bid. I'll take 50 if anyone else wants to come in. I've got to be nice and fair to the gentleman at the front. 550's online. 550 is going to Ireland at the moment. At 550 is bid. At 550, would you like 6, sir? At 550, 550 shakes the head. At 550, Ireland bound. At 550, 550, are we finished? Are we done? At £550 is bid at the moment online. At 550, 550 and 6 it goes on. 2 bidders now in Ireland. At 600 a bid. At 600, 600, 600, Galway bidder at the moment. At 600, I'll take 50 if you're the other bidder in Ireland and you want to come back in. At 600 a bid. At 600, 600, would you like to go 50 now? At 600, 600, 600, are we finished and done online? At 600 a bid. At 600, 600, it's here to sell. Make no mistake. And 50, 650 back in. At 650, 650 is bid. At £650 the bid now. 650 is bidding away. At 650, 650, 650. At 650, 650, 650 is bid. Would you like 700 underbidder? At 650 to bid. At 650, 650, are we all finished? Are we all done? Hammers up. Make no mistake, we go once at £650. We go twice at £650. And it sells this time then at £650. Finished and done. Sold 650 to online bidder 11805. Moving on down we go to lot number 62. It's the 1959, the Triumph 6T Thunderbird. Matching numbers as well on this one. Lovely bike here. We're going to get the bidding going. I've got some commission bids with me on this one. I'm going to get 800, 900, 1,000 is bid. I'll take 1,100 next if I can. At 1,000, 1,000, 11. 1,200's my bid. At 1,200, 1,200 bidding away now and 13 bid. At 1,300 I'm out, you're in. At 1,300 a bid now, 1,300 online bid has it. At 1,300, 1,300, 1,300. Would you like 14 now? At 1,300 is bid. At 1,300, 1,300, 1,300 here. Online bid at 1,300. 14 if you're coming in. At 1,300, 1,300, 1,300. Are we finished? Are we done? At 1,300 a bid. At 1,300, 1,300, make no mistake, online bidders. If you're coming in now, I'll take 50 if you're nice and quick. It's an online bidder at the moment with you online still at 1,300 a bid. At 1,300, 1,300, hammers up. Make no mistake, if you're coming in, now's your chance. At £1,300, finished, done at 1,300. Provisional at 1300 with you. Online bidder number 4439. Thanking you. Moving on down, we go to lot number 63. This time is the 1960. There we go. BSA 10, a golden flash, first of the A10 series as well. Starting with me at £1,000 is bid. I'll take 1200 next. 1200. 1400 bid. At 1400, I'll take 1600, 1800's my bid. At 1800, would you like to? At 1800 a bid now, 2000, 2200 is my bid. At 2002, at 2002, would you like 2-4 online? It's on sale, so make no mistake. At 2002, I'll take 2-3 if you're nice and quick online. Got to be fair to the commission bidder here. At 2002, it sells today. At 2003, my bidder's out. You're in online. At 2300 is bidding away now at 2003. At 2300 is bid. At 2003, are we finished? Are we done? At 2003. At 2,300, make no mistake here. At 2,300, I can sell. Last chance. Fair warning then. Hammers up. Going to give you that countdown. We go once at 2,300. We go twice at 2,300. And we sell. This time then it goes at £2,300. Online bidder 2,300 sold away. And that was to bidder number 4439. Moving on down, we go to lot number 64. It's the 1986 Suzuki DR125S, the 4-stroke dual sports bike up for grabs this time then. Have a good look there. Start me off. Who's got £1,000 to start on this one? £1,000 to get it rolling today. 1,000 to go. Anyone interested at £1,000 to start it off here? 1,000 to get me going. Anyone interested at £1,000? If not, we will move on. So if you want to jump in on this one, I'll tell you what, we'll go to 800. We'll make it £800. To start it off, we can submit a bid at 800. So if you want to jump in at 8, feel free to start it off now. 800 bid, thank you online. At 800, 800 is bid. At 800 a bid now, 800. I'll take 50s on this one. At 800 a bid. Would anyone like 50 now? At 800, 850, 850 bid. At 850 to bid now, £850 is bidding away. At 850, 850 and 9 if you're coming back in. At 850, 850 bid. At £850, we are bid now £850. At £850, would you like to come in for 9? At £850, £850 and 9 bid. At £900, £900, it goes on online. At £900, £900, £900, still a cheap little bike, this one. Make no mistake. At £900 a bid. At £900, £900, £900, would you like to go 50 again? At £900 is bid. At £900, £900, £900. At £900, are we finished? Are we done, ladies and gentlemen? Hammers up now at £900. Make no mistake here. At £900, online bidder has it and 50 back in £950. At £950, £950, and Newquay Cornwall, welcome. At £950 is bid. Great place to ride that bike around, wouldn't it be? At £950, you are in. Underbidder, would you like 1,000? At £950, £950, £950. At £950 is bid. At £950, £950, £950. Next bid's 1,000 if you're coming back in. At £950 to bid. 1,000 back in. Thank you, underbidder. At 1,000, we'll stay in these 50s for you, ladies and gentlemen. At 1,000 is bid. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Are we finished? Are we done? At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Last chance, fair warning then. Online bidder at £1,000. At 1,000, 1,000. I'll give you that countdown with you. 50 again. Thank you, online. Back to Cornwall at £1,000 and 50. At £1,050 is bid. At 1,000, 1,050, the bid now 1,050. Underbidder, would you like 1,100? At 1,050, it goes to Cornwall this time. At 1,000, 1,050. At 1,050 is bid. Would anyone else like 1,100 now? At 1,050, are we finished? Are we done? It's your last chance in fair warning this time then. Hammers up. At £1,050. Make no mistake, at £1,050. Online bid, 1,050. Provisional, £1,050. Provisional bid there, 9301. I think it was 9301. 9301. At £1,050. Provisional bid. Then we move on to lot number 65 this time. Lot number 65, 1993 Suzuki DR350 Dual Sport again, starting with me at £500. At 500 is bid. At 500, 500 straight in now. Commission bidder at 5. At 500, I'll take 6 if I can. At 500, 500 is bid. At 500, 500 a bid now. 500 is bidding away. At 500, 500, 500, cheap little bite this one. At £500 is bid. At 500, 500, 500. At 500 a bid now. 500, 500, 500. At 500, would I see 50 anywhere else? At 500 a bid, then it is on the book. At 550. 550 back in. My bids are out already. At 550 to bid. At 550, 550, 550, 550. At 550 to bid. At 550, 550, 600, 600 is bid. At 600, 600, 600 is bid. At 600, 600, 600. It's only got 2,786 kilometers on it as well. Hardly ridden. And it's just at £600 a bid. At 600, 600, 600. At 600, I'll take 50 if you're coming back in now. At 650, thank you, sir. 650, gentlemen in the room. I nearly missed you then, sir. Sorry about that. 650, your bid. At 650, 650, 650. At £650, gentleman's bid in the room at 650. I'll take 7 if you're coming back in online. At 650, 650, 650. At £650 a bid. At 650, 650, 650. Are we finished? Are we done? At £650. Make no mistake then. At £650. Last chance in fair warning then online. At 650. Hammers up. We go once, we go twice, we're finished, we're done at 650. Your bid, sir, provisionally at 650. Is that paddle 3? Paddle 3, thank you. Moving on down, we go to lot number 66 this time then. Lot number 66 is the 1995, the Kawasaki Ninja, powerful 90s sports bike there. Look at that one in the green, white, and lovely little colouring coding down the side as well. 38,000 on the clock then. V5 HPI keys, all starts as well. Let's get this one going. Great starter project it is. Start me off on this one. Let's go. Who's got £500 to start? £500 for a Ninja. Let's get it going. £500 to start me off surely on this one. 500. Seems cheap to me. Who wants to bid first? 500 to go. Anyone interested at 5? 500, 500, 500. Coming in? 500 is bid online. At 500, we'll go in 50s on this one, ladies and gentlemen. 500 is bid. I'll take 50 if you're coming in. At 500, 500 is bid. At 500, 500 bid in away now. 500. At 500, 550 bid. Thank you. At 550 to bid. At 550, 550 you're in. At 550 you're out online. At 550, 550, 550. At £550 is bidding away now. At 550. At 550, 550, 550 is bid. At £550 the bid now. 550, 550, 550. At 550 to bid. At 550, 550. Are we finished? Are we done? Would you like 6 now? At £550. I'll tell you what, we'll take 75 if it can tempt you back in online. At 550 is bid. At 550, 550, cheap little bike here. Just £550 the bid. At 550, 550, 550. 575. At 575, I'll take 6 next. I'm out. You're in. At 575. At 575, 575. At £575, would you like 6 now? At 575. At 575, 575. Online bid here at £575. 6 if you're coming back in now. At 575. At 575, 575. Finished and done. Last chance. Fair warning at £575. Make no mistake, 575. Provisional 600 just in time. 600, 600, 600, 600 is bid. At 600 a bid, then sneaking in late online there. At 600, underbidder. Would you like to go one more? At 600, 600 is bid. At 600, 600 bidding away now. At £600 the bid. At 600, would you like to go 25? At 600, 600, 600. At 600 a bid. At 600, 600, 600 bidding away now. 625. Will you go one more? At 600 a bid. At 600, 600, are we finished? Are we done? Online bidder at the moment at £600. Finished, done. Last chance, fair warning, 600. Provisionally with you online, 10177. At £600, provisional. Moving on to lot number 67. This time then we go to the 1966. Good year that one. Triton 6T. A must-see bike as well. Look at that one on the Triton bike there. Who's got £3,000 to start? 3,000 to start. Anyone interested at 3 bid? Thank you. At 3,000 is bidding away. Thank you online. You're in. I'll take 2s from here. At 3,000 a bid. At 3,000, 3-2 up on top. At 3-2 bid. At 3,002. At 3,200 a bid. Now 3,002 is bid online. Would you like to go 3-4? At 3,002. 3-4 online. At 3,004. At 3,400. 3-6 back in. Thank you again, sir. At 3,600 is bid. At 3,006. At 3,600 is bid now. 3,006. At 3,000. 3,006. At 3,006. Would you like to go 3-8? At 3,006. 3-8 bid. bid. At 3,008. At 3,800 is bid online now. 4,000. Two bidders jumping in there at 4,000. Would you like to go to one more? At 4,000. 4,000 is bid online now at 4,002. At 4,2 bid. And 4,4 and 4,4. At 4,004. At 4,400 is bid. Would you like to go 4,6 now? Either bid or air. At 4,006. At 4,006. And 4,8 bid. Online's off on this one at 4,800 a bid. It's in Kettering at the moment. And 5 at 5,000 somewhere in the United Kingdom at 5,2. At 5,2 back to Kettering. At Kettering bid at 5,002. 5,4 at 5,4. 5,6 at 5,600. Your bid away and at 5,6 at 5,006. At 5,600. 5,006. Would you like to go 5,8 now? At 5,006. At 5,006. At 5,600. I'll tell you what. I'll take 5,7. We're nearly there, ladies and gentlemen. At 5,7 on top. Thank you, sir. At 5,7. Gentleman's bid up top at 5,7. 5,8 is that 5,8 back online at 5,8 a bid at 5,008. It's on sale, so make no mistake. From this point, it's gonna go today at 5,008. At 5,000, 5,800 is bid now at 5,000, 5,008. At 5,800 bidding away now at 5,800. Hammers up at 5,008. At 5,008, are we finished? Are we done? Would you like to come in now? Are you bidding anywhere else? At 5,009. 5,9, 6,000, 6 bid. Thank you. Online in Kettering now at £6,000. It's here to go today. Would anyone else like 6,001? At 6,000, 6,000 is bid. At 6,000, 6,000, are we finished? Are we done? At £6,000 a bid then. Hammers up, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to sell now at £6,000 unless you're coming in for the one. At 6,000, we go once. We go twice. We sell away at £6,000. Make no mistake. Finished and done. 6,000. Sold. £6,000 to online bidder 4439. Thanking you. Moving on down, we go to lot number 68, 1997. It's the Gas, the JTX there. Look at this one, lovely bike again. Where are we at? Start me off on this one. Who's got £1,000 to start? Anyone for £1,000 to start? How about 500 to get it away today? Let's get it going. We'll stay in hundreds. 500 a bid. At 500 bid. At 500 a bid now. 500. We're staying in the hundreds now. 600's online. At 700 bid. Thank you, sir. At 700 bid now. 700 is bid. Gentleman's bid here at 7. At 700. 700. Who'd like 8? At 700 is bid now. 700. Gentleman's bid at 7. At 700. 700 online. Would you like to go one more? At 700. 700 is bid. At £700 the bid away and now at 7. At 700. I'll tell you what. We'll take 50 online. If it tempts you back in, got to be nice and quick if you want to bid one more. At 700 bid. At 700, gentleman left-handed here. And 50 back online. At 750, would you like 8, sir? 800, thanks for the nod. At 800 bid. At 800 a bid now. 800 is bid online. Would you like to go 50? At 800 a bid. At 800, 800 bidding away now at 800. Are we finished and done on this one? I'll take one more 50 if you're coming in now. At 800, 850 back in online. 850, 850, 850. At 850, one more, sir? At 850 is bid. Shakes the head. At 850, 850, 850. Would you like to go 9? Is in Bury at the moment. At 850 to bid. At 850, 850. I'll tell you what, I'll take 875 if I can tempt you back in for one more. 875, gentleman's bid. Thank you for coming this far, sir. At 875. At £875, we are bid now. Gentleman's bid at 875. It's 900 if you want online. At 875, are we finished and done on this one? At 875. At £875, make no mistake here. At £875, hammers up this time. Finished and done online. Last chance, fair warning. £875, left-handed 875. Your bid with you, sir. 875. Thank you very much. 893. 893. 875. Provisional. Moving on to lot number 69 then. Lot number 69, 1998 is the better Techno, 270 there. It's the Dougie Lampkin, a replica as well. Where are we at with this one then? Beautiful tribute, this one. Owner states it's ready to ride. Receipts for build as well. Few spares included. Start me off on this one. Who's got £1,000 to start? Thousands to start. Who's got £800 to start then? Won't go no lower today. £800. Let's get it moving. £800. If you want to start it off, come in for me at £800. 8 bid. Thank you online. At 800 a bid. I'll take 9 now. At 800. 800 is bid now at 800. At £800 a bid now. 800 bidding away at £800 the bid. At 800, 800, 800 with you online at 8. At 800, 800. Yes, I'll take 50, sir. 850, thank you. At 850, 900 already online. Take 50 again. At 900 is bid. At 900, 900 in West Yorkshire at the moment. Would you like to go 50 now? At 900 a bid. at 900, 900, 900, bidding away at £900 online. 50 back in, thank you. At 950, 950 is bid with you online at £950. We are bid at the moment at 950, 950, 950. Who'd like the 1,000? At 950 to bid. At 950, 950, 950. Are we finished and done on this one at £950? Make no mistake online, if you're coming in for £1,000, now is your chance at 950 to bid. At 950, 950, 950, finished and done. Last chance. Fair warning then at £950. We'll submit the bid online at 900,000 up top. Thank you. 1,000 bid. Gentleman's bid here in the room then at £1,000. Sorry, I nearly missed you, sir. At £1,000 is bid. At 1,000, 1,000 is bidding away now at £1,000 the bid. At 1,000, 1,000. I'll take 50 again if you want to come back in online. Don't miss out now. Gentleman's bid at the back then at £1,000. Make no mistake. Are we finished? Are we done? Last chance and fair warning then. This time at £1,000. Finished and done 1,050. At 1,050. Would you like 1,100 now? At 1,050 is bid. At 1,000, 1,050 to bid. Now 1,050 online in Pontefract. At 1,050 your bid. At 1,050. Anyone else for 1,100 now? At 1,050. Are we finished? Are we done? Last chance then on this one. It's going to go this time at £1,050. Make no mistake. Finished and done at 1,050. Provisional with you online. 11234. Moving on to lot number 70, this time the 1990, the Yamaha RD350, right in front, and over to you, Steve Berry.
Wouldn't you like to go back to 1990? I would. I was 25. It's a Friday. I would have been having it very large indeed at the legendary Hacienda nightclub in Manchester, and I would have loved to have gone there on one of these. I didn't. It was something considerably less fearsome than this Yamaha 350 YPVS. I have been looking at this motorcycle to a degree that some people have taken me on one side wondering if there's something wrong. Well, yeah, there probably is, but let's not go into that. What I was doing was going around this bike, which is 35 years old, looking for some sign of wear or aging. Back to front, again and again. I can't find it. It's like a brand new motorcycle. It really is. Look, it's even got the sticker telling you how to clean the screen and stuff like that in perfect condition. Every little decal, every little thing about a brand new bike that you would have had 35 years ago is present on this motorcycle. It is utterly immaculate. It's done just under 4,000 kilometers from new. I've no idea how it's covered those kilometers, I nearly said miles, without some sign of wear, but it has. It's managed to do that. An absolutely, utterly mint example, like a brand new bike, but from 35 years ago. And who amongst us wouldn't want to go back to 1990? I'd go back in a flash. It was mega.
The 90s were great years there, Steve. You're right. Let's start the bidding off on this one then. You're in at 3,000, 32, 34, 36 is bid. At 3,006, we're bid now at 3,006. At 3,600 on my bid now at 3,006. At 3,006, would you like to come in for 3,800? At 3,008, 4,000 back to me. At 4,000 straight in now, 4,000. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. At 4,000, pad a bid now, 4,000 is bidding away, 4,2 back in online. At 4,002, 4,4. At 4,004, lovely bike it is indeed. At 4,004, at 4,000, 4,400 a bit now. 4,004 is bid. I'll take 4,600 if you're coming back in. At 4,004, at 4,400 is bid now. 4,006, at 4,600 I see you. At 4,006, at 4,600 a bid now. 4,006 is bid. At 4,000, 4,006 I'll take 4,800 if you're coming back in. At 4,006, at 4,600 a bid now. 4,600 is bid. At 4,006. 4,800 back in online. Thank you online. At 4,008 you're in. At 4,008. At 4,000, 4,008, 5 if you're coming in now. At 4,000, 4,008 online bid has it. At 4,000, 4,008. At 4,800 a bid. At 4,000, 4,008 you coming in under bidder. At 4,800 a bid. At 4,800 and 5. And 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 is bid now at 5. At 5,000 bid online here. At 5,000 bidding away. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. I'll take 2 again if you're coming back in now under bidder. At 5,000 a bid. At 5,000, 5,000 is bid now at 5,000. Would you like to go 2 again? 5,200, thank you up top. At 5,002. At 5,000, 5,002. At 5,200, I'll take 5,400. At 5,002. At 5,200 a bid now. 5,200 is bid. At 5,002, would you like to come in one more? At 5,002. At 5,000, 5,200, are we finished? Are we done? It's your last chance in fair warning on this bike here. At 5,002, I'll take 5,300 if you want to go one more. At 5,002. At 5,000, 5,003 back in now. 5,003. At 5,300 online bid. At 5,000, 5,003. At 5,003, I'll take 5,400. At 5,000, 5,300 bidding away online with you at £5,300 the bid. At 5,300. At 5,003, would anyone else like to come in for 5,400? At 5,000, 5,300, are we finished? Are we done? Last chance, fair warning this time then at 5,300. Make no mistake, £5,300 finished and done. 5,300. Submit that bid with you online. 5,300, 8378, 8378, 5,300. And we move down to lot number 71 is the 1984 Macchio 490 Alpha 1-2 stroke. There we go. Start me off on this one. Who's got £2,000 to start on this one? Get it away today for £2,000. Part of a private collection. Hugely powerful 2-stroke there. 490cc. Anyone coming in for £2,000 to start? 2,000, 2,000. Get it going today. Surely £2,000. Go to 1,500 then. See if we can get a start at 1,500. Won't go no lower than £1,500 if you want to come in. Any interest today? 1,500 you do online. Thank you. At 1,500, 1,500. At 1,500, 1,500 is bid. 1,600's my bid. 1,800's my bid. I'll take 2,000 if you want to go again. At 16 to 1,800. At 1,800, 1,800 bidding away. At £1,800. Who'd like the 2,000 now? At 1,800, 1,800. 2,000 you do. Thank you online. You're in. At 2,000, 2,000. 2,2, sorry to disappoint you. At 2,2 bid. At 2,002. At 2,000, 2,200 now. At 2,200 a bid now. 2,002 is bidding away. Would you like to go 2,400? At 2,002. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,002 the bid. At 2,002, are we finished? Are we done? At 2,000, 2,002. At 2,000, 2,002. At 2,002, I'll take 2,300 if it helps anyone out now. At 2,002, 2,300 back in. 2,400 is my bid. Sorry to disappoint you again online. 2,400. I'm going to have to go 2,500 with me. I'll take 2,600 if you want to go again. At 2,005. At 2,000, 2,500 a bid. At 2,000, 2,005. One more might do it online. At 2,005. At 2,000, 2,005. Are we finished? Are we done here? At 2,000, 2,005. Bids with me on the commission bid then. At 2,005. Are we finished? Are we done? It's your last chance. And fair warning then. This time at £2,500. Make no mistake, at £2,500. Provisional, 361 provisional there. 361 commission bidder. Right then, moving on down we go to lot number 72, the 1984 Husqvarna 500 XC. 80s twin shock on this one. Who's got 1,500 to start? 1,500 bid straight away now. At 1,500 with me. At 1,500, 1,600, 1,700, 1,800 bid. At 1,800, 1,800 on the book with me now. At £1,800 we're bidding away. At 1,800, 1,800. At 1,800, I'll take 19 if you're coming in. At 1,800 we're bid. At 18 and 19 bid now. 19 you're in online. 2,000's my bid. At 2,000 I'll take 2,1 again. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. At 2,000 is bid now. 2,002 I'm out. You're in. 2,2 now. 2,2 new bidder. At 2,002. At 2,000, 2,200 is bid with you. At 2,002 in Cheshire somewhere. At 2,002. I'll take 2,3 now. I'm out. All online at 2,002 and 3 at 2,300 bid. At 2,3, 2,3, 2,3 Yorkshire, you're in. At 2,300 is bid. At 2,000, 2,003. Would you like 2,400 now? At 2,300 we're bid now. 2,003. At 2,000, 2,300 are we finished and done on this bike here? At 2,000, 2,003. Would you like to go 2,400? At 2,003. At 2,3. 2,400 with you up top, sir. Thank you very much. At 2,004. At 2,000, 2,004. 2,500 back online. It's against you now, sir. At 2,005. At 2,000, 2,500 a bit. At 2,005. Would you like to go 2,600? At 2,500. At 2,500. Thinking about it. At 2,005. At 2,005. 6 again. Thank you again. Back in now at 2006. At 2006, straight back in online again, though. Thank you for your fast bidding online. We appreciate it. At 2,700, it's with you, internet bidder. At 2006, 27. Thank you again. 27. Sorry already. 28. Would you go? 28 bid at 2008. At 2,800 up on top. At 2,800 a bid. 29 against you now, sir. At 2009. At 2009 is bid. At 2,900, we are bid online at 2,900 in Yorkshire at the moment. At 2009. At 2009 on sale all the way, mine. Make no mistake, it goes today at 2,900. Are you coming back in for one more? Shaking the head at 2,900. Online bidder has it then at 2,900. We go once, we go twice, we sell this time at £2,900. It goes. Sold for £2,900 to bidder number 5612. Moving on to lot number 73. This time we go to the 1979 Kawasaki Z250. An easy project, this one. Project bike it is indeed, though. Start me off. Who's got £600 for the project bike here? Lovely looking bike. Really nice example as well. And it runs and rides as well. Lovely little project. Runs and rides. Most of the work's done for you then. Start me off. Who's got £600 to start? Surely 600. How about 400? Won't go no lower. £400 if you want to come in on this one. 400 to get it started. Anyone interested on the Kawasaki here for just £400? 400, 500, 600 a bit. Now 600 is bid. Go 7 next. At 600, 600 bid. Thank you. At 600, 600, 600 online bid at the moment. At £600. At 600, 600, 600. Take 50 then. At £600, there was a few bidders going crazy there. At 600 a bid. Would you like to go 50? At 600, 600, 650 back in. At 650, 650, 650. Welcome Stafford. You're in the lead at the moment at £650. The bid is with you at 650, 650, 650. At £650, are we finished? Are we done? At 650, 650, 650. At £650. Make no mistake then, at 650, would you like to go 7 online? You're hovering at home. At 650, make no mistake then. At 650, hammer is up. At 650 and 7 back in now 7. At 700, 700, thank you for your bid. At 700, 700, we are bid at 7. At 700, would you like to go 50? One more. At 700 is bid now at 7. At 700, 700, are we finished? Are we done here? At 700 a bid. At 700, 700, make no mistake then. Online bidder at the moment, it's with you. At £700, we'll give you that countdown once. At £700, twice, and 50 bid. At 750, 750, 750. At 750, 750, you're in the lead at the moment. At £750 bidding away. At 750, 750 to bid. At 750, 750, are we finished? Are we done? At 750, make no mistake now. At £750 then, hammers back up. At £750, are you finished? Are you done? We go once. At £750, we go twice at £750, and this time then at 750 and 8 bid. At 800, 800 is bid now with you. At 800, 800 it goes on. At 800 a bid now, 850 back in. At 850, 850, 850 all online here. At £850, would you like to go 9? At 850, are we finished? Are we done? At £850 is your bid. At £850 is off to Cheshire then, staying local. At £850, hammers up. And we sell, so make no mistake, at 850. I'll take 25. We're on sale. Getting the message from the vendor. We'll try and squeeze another 25 out of you if we can. At £850, 875, 875, at 875 now, 875 and 9. At 900, you're back in. At 900, 900 is bid. At 900, 900, would you go one more 25 online? At 900, 900, 900, hammers up now. Make no mistake, we sell today at 900 for the first time. At 900 for the second time, finished, done, and selling now at 925. At 925, 925, and 950, 950 it goes on. At 950 to bid. At 950, 950, 950. At 950 to bid. At 950, would you like 75? At 950, 950, are we finished? Are we done online? You're thinking about it. Now's your chance. Don't miss out. At £950, hammers up. At £950, we go once. We go twice, and we sell this time then at £950. Sold at 950. 211405. Moving on to lot number 74 then. Lot number 74, 1997, the Honda XL600R. Unrivaled a torque on this one as well. Lovely bike this one is then. Standing on, I got a commission bid. We'll open it straight up with my commission bidder at £1,000. At 1,000 is bid. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 is bid. I'll take 1,100 if you wish to come in on this one. At 1,000, 1,000 is bid. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. At 1,000, 1,000 is bid. 1,100 now. 1,100, 1,100 is bid now with you online at 11. 1,100. My commission bidder's out already. Just you online now at 1,100 bid. At 1,100, 1,100. Anyone thinking for 12? Would you like to come in at 1,100 a bid? At 1,100, 1,100, 1,100 is bid in a way. At 1,100, 1,100 your bid online. I'll take 50 if it helps you out. At 1,100 bid. At 1,100, 1,100, we're down to the small increments now. 1,150, thank you, back in. 1,150, 1,150, 1,150 is bid. At 1,150, I'll take 12. At 1,150, 1,150, 1,150 bid. At £1,150, are we finished and done on this lot? Would you like to go 12 online? Hammers up. Last chance. Fair warning. Just in time online, 12 bid. At 1,200 a bid. At 1,200, you're back in. I'll take 50 again. At 1,200, 1,200, would you like to go 50 now? At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, coming back in for another 50. Thank you again. At 1,250, your bid. At 1,250, 1,250, 1,250, would you like 13? At 1,250, 1,250, 1,250. At 1,250 to bid, I'll take 1,300 if you're coming back in now. At 1,250, 1,250, 1,250. At 1,250, 1,250, 1,250. At 1,250, are we finished? Are we done? Last chance then, finishing done with me then at £1,250. Hammers up. We go once, we go twice, we're finished, we're done. At £1,250 then, finished and done, 1,250. Submit that bid with you online at 1,250 to bidder number 4038. Moving on to lot number 75. Lot number 75 this time then, 1988, the Honda CBR 400RR, another baby blade in the cell, lovely in black again. Start me off on this one. Who's got £1,000 to start on this one? Who's got just £800 to start it off today then on the baby blade there? Anyone for £800? Last chance if you're coming in on this one. Someone's got to start it up. Thank you online. Thank you very much. You're in at 800 a bid. At 800, 800, I'll take 9. At 800, 800 on the baby blade this time at 8. At 800, 800, 800. At 800 a bid. At 800, 800, would you like to go 9 now? At 800, 800, maiden bid here online then at £800. Finished, done. Last chance. Fair warning. Online bidder at £800. Maiden bid 800. Hammers up online. I can see you hovering. 9, thank you. At 900 a bid. At 900, 900, 900, you're in and away. At 900, 900, 900 is bid now at 900. At 900, 900, are we finished? Are we done here? At 900, 900, 900. I'll tell you what, we'll take 50 now. Submit the bid today at £900 with you. At 900, I'll take one more 50 if you're coming in now online. Are we finished? Are we done? It's your last chance. And fair warning then, at £900, hammers up this time, 950 back in. New bidder again at 950. At 950, 950, 950. At £950 is the online bid at the moment. At 950 to bid. At 950, 950, 950. At £950, are we finished? Are we done? Last chance, fair warning this time then at £950. Hammers up once, twice, finished and done, 950. That's with you online at £950 provisional there to bidder number 10177. Thanking you. Moving on to lot number 76 this time then. Lot number 76 is the 1972 Kawasaki H1D. It's the Mach 3. Look at that one, the Mach 3 there. Looks amazing in the green colour as well. Beautiful looking bike. Start me off on this one. Who's got £6,000 to start? Who's got 6 to start me off? Anyone interested at £6,000 here? 666. How about £5,000 to start then? 5,000. Thank you, sir. Gentleman's bid in the front at £5,000. Thank you again. At 5,000, 5,000, we're off now. I'll take 2 if we can. At 5,000, 5,000 bid. At 5,000, 5,000 seated bidder now. At 5,002. At 5,002, would you like 5,4? At 5,004, thank you, sir. At 5,400, we're bid now 5,004. 5,006. At 5,006 online. At 5,006, 5,8. 5,7, I'll take it. 5,7 indeed. At 5,7, 5,7 online, straight back in, fast bid in there. At 5,008 in Derbyshire at the moment. It's with you at 5,8. Would you like 5,9? 5,900, thank you. Got the nod. At 5,009. At 5,009 online, would you like to go 6? At 5,000, 6,000 online. At 6,000 bid. I'll take 1 again if it helps. At 6,000, 6,000 is bid. At £6,000 online bid, still in Derbyshire at 6,000. 6,1, thank you. At 6,1 bid. At 6,001. 6,2. 6,2 still in Derbyshire at 6,002. At 6,002. 6,3 again. 6,3 bid. Thank you, sir. 6,4 straight back in. Fast bidding in Derbyshire at 6,004. Would you like 5? 6,5. Thank you. Gentleman's bid now at 6,005. 6,6 at 6,006 back online. At 6,006. Would you like 6,7? 6,7. Thank you. At 6,006. Straight back in there. Fast today. At 6,008. Would you like 6,9? 6,9. Gentleman's bid at 6,009. 7 back in straight away online at £7,000 is bidding away in Derbyshire now at 7,000. At 7,000, I'll take the 1 again if you want. At 7,000 is bid. 7,1, thank you. At 7,001, it's on sale from this point, ladies and gentlemen. Gentleman's bid here at 7,1. At 7,1 online Derbyshire. Would you like 7,002? At 7,2, they're back in. It sells today. Make no mistake. At 7,002, it's in Derbyshire here. 7,3 again. Gentleman's bid at 7,300. At 7,3, 7,3, 7,3. 7,4 online. At 7,4. At 7,004. At 7,400. 7,5 again. At 7,005. Gentleman's bid here in the front row. At 7,005 online. Would you like to go 7,6? At 7,5. 7,6 they do. At 7,006. Derbyshire still in the lead, sir. At 7,006. At 7,006. Would you like 7,7? Thank you. At 7,7 bid. At 7,007. At 7,008 straight back in though online. At 7,008. At 7,800 is bid. At 7,008. At 7,800 Derbyshire bid. 7,8 already. Would you like 7,9? Go on then. As soon as you come all this way, I'll do you the favour. 7,850 bid. Gentleman's bid in the front. 7,9 straight back in there. Keen here, sir. At 7,9. At 7,9. Would you like to go 50 again? At 7,009. 7,950. Gentleman's bid. 7,950. I'll take straight back in 8,000. 8,000 bid. Online bid at £8,000. Finished? Thank you, sir. At £8,000 is with you online. Thank you for your bids. Much appreciated. At £8,000 is in Derbyshire at the moment. I'll take 8,1 if anyone else is coming in now. At 8,000 a bid. At 8,000, 8,000, 8,000. At 8,000, are we finished? Are we done? We sell then for the first time at £8,000. It's going to Derbyshire for the second time. Finished and done. And we sell then at £8,000. It goes. Sold at £8,000 to bidder number 7108. Moving on down, we go to lot number 77 this time. Then it's the BMW R60 shaft-driven bike. Then this time, there we go. Lot number 77. And we're going to go. So who's got 1,500 to start on this one? 600cc, shaft-driven, boxer twin there, matching numbers as well. Looks to be mostly complete as well. We need some recommissioning on this one, though. Let's get the bidding off. Who's got 1,500 to start? 1,500. 1,500 straight in online. Thank you. At 1,500, 1,500 is bid. At 1,500, 1,500, I'll take 16. We'll go in the hundreds from here. At 1,500, 1,500 bidding away. In Barry, 1,600. Thank you, sir. At 1,600, 1,600. At 1,600, I'll take 17 online bidder. Do you want to come back in? An old school 1960 BMW at 1,600 with you. 17 online. 18, thank you. At 1,800 a bid. Gentleman's bid at 1,800, 1,800. At 1,800, 1,900. Gentleman's bid on the right now at 1,900. 1,950. 1,950. Would you like 2, sir? At 1,950, left-handed now. At 1,950, 1,950. At 1,950, gentleman's bid. 2,000. 2,000. I'll take the 50 again. Shaking the head, walking away. At 2,000, your bid with you, sir, already. I won't take it again. At 2,000 here. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. At 2,000, I'll take 50 if anyone else wants to come in on this one. At 2,000, there's a few of you hovering online. Make sure you're nice and quick. Got to be fair to the gentleman. Right-handed then. At 2,000, we go for the first time. 2,050. Would you like 2-1? 2-1 straight back in. Thank you. Say 2-2 next if we can. At 2,001. At 2,100 is bid. I'll take 2-2 if you want to come in now online. At 2,100 is a gentleman's bid here. Make no mistake. At 2,001. At 2,100 a bid, then we go once. At 2,100 and 2-2. At 2,002. Would you like 2-3, sir? At 2002. At 2002, it's online. 23, thank you. At 2003, 2003. And 24 straight back in now. At 2004, would you like to go 25? 25 again. At 25, you're in. At 2005. At 2000, 2005. Gentleman's bid here. At 2006, back online. At 2006, 27 again. Thank you, sir, for coming this far. At 2,700 is your bid. At 2,700 online, would you like to go 2008? If you do, now is your chance. At 2007, at 2,000, 2,700, then I'll put the hammer up. Make no mistake. At 2007, 28, 28 bid. At 28, 2850. 2850, thank you. At 2850, gentleman's bid at 2850. We're on sale from this point, mind, so make no mistake. It's in the market. It's here to go. At 2,850 to bid. At 2850. At 2850, 2850, 2850. Finishing done then online. I'm selling. Make no mistake. 2929 bid. At 2009 and 50 again. 2950, thank you, sir. At 2950, 2950. Going to be fair to this gentleman. Hammers up at £2,950. We go once, we go twice, we sell with you, sir. At £2,950 it goes. Sold at £2,950 to paddle number 2. Thank you very much. Moving on down, we go to lot number 78. Lot number 78, then the Honda CB500. Stunning example then. It's a 1971, so just a bit of a catalogue amendment for you that are online. It's a 1971. It's not a 1967. 1971, so get that mark down there. And we're going to go in at £3,000 straight away. At 3.2, 3.4, 3.6 is bid now at 3,600 bid. At 3,006, at 3,600, 3,006. I'll take 3,008 if you want to come in. At 3,006, at 3,600, 3,006. At 3,600 a bit now, 3,006 with me. Would you like to come in for 3.8? At 3,000, 3,006. At 3,000, 3,600. Are we finished? Are we done on this one here? At 3,000, 3,600 a bid. At 3,006, finished, done. Last chance. And fair warning then, if there's no injury, 3.8 bid. At 3,008, at 3.8, 3.8 bid. At 3,800, 3,008. At 3,800, 4 bid now. Thank you. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. I'll take 2. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. My bid at 4,000 here. At 4,000, would you like to online? At 4,000, 4,000. Are we finished? Are we done? At £4,000 then. Make no mistake, and 2 bid just in time. In Bury, welcome with you at 4,002. At 4,000, 4,002. At 4,200 a bit now. 4,002 is bidding away. At 4,000, 4,200 now. At 4,000, 4,002 underbidder. Would you like to go one more? 4,4 they do. At 4,4. At 4,004. At 4,400 a bit now. 4,004 is bid and away. At 4,400 we are bid. At 4,4. At 4,004 underbidder. Would you like to go? I'll tell you what, we'll take 4,5. We'll submit the bid today, so don't be afraid to bid. At 4,004. At 4,400 a bit now. 4,004 is bidding away. I'll take 4,5 if anyone else wants to jump in now. At 4,004. At 4,005. At 4,000, 4,005 back to Bury. At 4,000, 4,500 is bid. At 4,005, your bid now at 4,500 a bit, then 4,005. I'll take 4,6 if you're nice and quick underbidder. At 4,005. At 4,000, 4,005. Are we finished? Are we done? Last chance. Fair warning at 4,500. The online bid has it then at 4,500. I'll submit that bid to the vendor. We'll make the call there at £4,500 to bidder number 121.99. Moving on down, we go to lot number 79 in the sale. Then lot number 79, the 1975 Honda CB500T. Look at this one then. This is a fast bike, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Have a good look there then. 498cc UK bike as well. Matching numbers. Nice example there. Let's get the bidding going on this one then. Where are you in? Will's in at £1,000 straight away online at 1,000 bid. I'll take 1,100 if you want to bid now at 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 at 1,000 internet bid in Malta. Just like to say welcome to you in Malta. I bet the weather's lovely. It's with you at £1,000. I mean, the bike would go lovely with the dry weather too. At 1,000 is bid. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Would anyone like 1,100 now? At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. At 1,000, the bidding in Malta, £1,000. At 1,000, 1,000, are we finished? Are we done? Maiden bid online at £1,000. Make no mistake here. If you'd like 1,100, don't miss out now. 11 you do. Back to the UK, 1,100. 1,100 is bid. At 1,100, 1,100 is bidding away now at £1,100 the bid. 1,100, 1,100, would you like 12? At 1,100, 1,100, Malta, would you like to come back in for one more? Don't miss out now. It's at £1,100 the bid online. At 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, would you like 12? At £1,100, then the hammers up. Make no mistake here then. Hammers up this time then at 1,100. We go once, we go twice. 1, 2. New bidder, Cornwall bidders back in at 1,002. Welcome back at 1,000, 1,002. At 1,200 is bid now at 1,002. Would you like to go 1-3 at 1,002? At 1,000, 1,000, 1,002. At 1,000, 1,200. Cornwall bidder at the moment with you at 1,002. Take 1-3 if you're coming in at 1,002. At 1,000, 1,200. Then we'll give you that countdown online. We go once, we go twice. We're finished. We're done at £1,200. Make no mistake. Provisionally online 9301 9301 1,200 provisional bid. Moving on down we go to lot number 80 this time. Look at this one here, the 1971 Suzuki T350, totally unrestored, original example, and over to you, Steve.
Yes, the T350, the Rebel, the Suzuki Rebel, not the Honda Rebel. But before I tell you about this motorcycle, can I draw your attention to my Tipfer? Because those of us motorcycle enthusiasts who've been wearing a helmet and getting a sweaty head for the last, well, the thick end of 50 years, might have suffered a little bit in the tonsorial department. Solve that by buying a Manor Park Classics baseball cap, or indeed spice up your life by getting a hoodie or a t-shirt. Yes, we've got merch at Manor Park. Now back to the bike. Oh, and it's available from the desk at the front there, so you could just go try it on and pay the lovely lady. This bike is from 1971. That means it's 54 years old. It is completely unrestored. Nobody's touched it since it was new. And it's, at the time, it was the fastest 350. Twin carburetors, 2-stroke, went like hell. You won't find another one like this because in the last 54 years, this motorcycle has covered 1,100 miles in 54 years. But it wasn't left in a nasty, damp old shed somewhere. It was stored somewhere lovely and dry. And so look at this. The unrestored paintwork is in almost perfect condition. It could do with a clean, but apart from that, you won't find another like this. Unmolested, unrestored, with 1,100 miles on the clock from 1971. Find another, you won't.
Right then, the 1971 Suzuki then, this time going under the hammer here. Start me off. Who's got £1,000 to start? 1,000, 1,100, 1,200 bid. At 1,200, 1,200 is bid now at 12. At 1,200, 1,200 bidding away. At 12 and 14 online. At 14 and 16. At 1,600, 1,600. At 1,600 here. 16, 18, 18 bid. At 1,800 bid now. 1,800 in Carmarthenshire now. At 1,800 is with you. At 18, I'll take 19. At 1,800 bid. At 1,800, 1,800 underbidder, would you like to come back in? At 1,800 online bid. At 1,800, 1,800, I'll take 19 if you're coming in from this point onwards. At 1,800, one more. At 1,800, 19, sir, gentleman's bid, thank you. At 1,900, before you online. 2,000 back online. Would you like to go 2-1? 2-1 bid. At 2,001. At 2-1, 2-2. 2-3. Gentleman's bid then at 2003, at 2000, 2003, at 24 back in online, at 2004, at 2004, 25 bid on sale from this point, ladies and gentlemen. It's in the market now at 2005, 2006 back online, at 2006, take 50, at 2006, are you sure? At 2006, thank you. At 2,000, 2,600 is bid online. I'll take 50 from anyone from here. At 2,600, it goes today, so make no mistake. Lovely bike there. Look at the great condition. One more 50 might do it. At £2,600 is going to Carmarthenshire. At 2,600 for the first time. At £2,600 for 2,650, 2,650 to bid. At 2,650, 2,7 straight back in. Thank you. At 2,7, 2,7, 2,7. At 2,700, your bid. At 2,000, 2,007. At 2,700 a bid now. 2,007 is bid with you. At 2,007, would you like to go 50? At 2,700, last chance in fair warning. Then go once, go twice. 50. 2,750, 2,8. At 2,008, at 2,000, 2,800 is bid. At 2,008, would you like to go 50 again online? At 2,000, 2,008. At 2,000, 2,800, are we finished? Are we done? We're all out in the room then. Hammers up at £2,800. Make no mistake online. Go once, go twice. 50. 2850 at 2850 is bid, and 292929 keep going online at 292929. Would you like to go 50 again at 2009 at 2900? I'll take 50 from here at 2009. Hammers up at 2900. We go once at 2,900 pounds the bid. Hammers up, going twice at 2,900. It sells then at 2,900 pounds. 2,900 pounds sold your way. 1359. Thank you very much. Moving on down, we go to lot number 81. There we go. The 2008 Ducati is the 1098 RS. Huge cost to build this one, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good look here. How lovely it looks in that black and red as well. It's an absolute stunning bike, this one. Let's get it away today. Who's got £20,000 to start? £20,000 on this one here. Huge cost to build in the region of £65,000. A file of documents about the build, all included. If you know your bikes and you've had a look at this one, you would know how much of a bargain this could be at £20,000 to start. How about 10,000 then? I won't go no lower today. 10,000 if you want to kick it off. That is a steal. 10 bid. I'll go in 500s if we can. At 10,000, 10,000 is bid online. At 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. Online bidder, 10,000, 10,5. At 10,5, 10,5, 10,5. You know what it is, don't you? At 10,005, 11 bid. At 11,000 online. At 11,000, 11,000, 11,000. I'll take 5 again. At 11,000, 11,000 is bid now at 11. 11,000, 11,000 is bid in a way. At 11,000, 11,000 and 5 if you're coming in now. 11,000 is bid. At 11,000, 11,000, 11,000. Are we finished? Are we done on this one here? At 11,000, 11,000, surely not. At 11,000, 11,000, 11,000. We'll submit the bid to the vendor today, wherever it gets to. So make no mistake, it's with you online at 11,000, 11,000, 11,000. At 11,000, 11,000, 11,000. I'll tell you what, we'll take 250, another £250. Would you like to come in for the quarter at 11,000, 11,000, 11,000? At 11,000, 11,000, 11,000. Are we finished? Are we done? At 11,000 a bid. Once. At 11,000, 11,000 a bid. And 250 back in now. 11,250. 11,250 is bid. At 11,250. 11,5, 11,5, 11,5. At 11,500, I'll take 250 again if you want to go one more. At 11,500 is your bid. At 11,5. At 11,000, 11,005. At 11,500, are we finished? Are we done here? At 11,500 a bid then. Hammers up now. Make no mistake here. At 11,500, 11,750 is that. 11,750 online. 11,750, 11,750. I'll take 12 now. 11,750 is bidding away. 11,750. 11,750, your bid online. We'll submit it today, so make no mistake here. At 11,750 pounds is bid. Hammers up now. Online. 12,000. At 12,000, 12,000, 12,000. At 12,000, 12,000, would you like to go 250 again? At 12,000, 12,000, 12,000. Are we finished? Are we done? At 12,000, I'll take 250. If you want to go one more, go once, go twice. Hammers up. £12,000. Submit that bid with you online. 1722 takes it. £12,000 provisionally. Moving on down, we go to lot number 82, 1990 Ducati 900 SS then. Look at this one here, 90 SS, 900 V twin as well. Where are we at with this one then? I don't know, start me off. Who's got £500 to start here? Lovely little Ducati there, 1990 Ducati. How about £250 to start? For a very bad start, I would call that. £250. Thank you online. 250. We'll go in the 50s on this one if we can. At 250, I'll take 300 a bid. At 300, 300, 300 is in a way now in Cumbria. At 300, 300, 350, 350, 350, 350 Ireland. At 350, 350, 350, 350. Would you like to go 4 online? At 4 you do. At 400, 400, 400. At 400, I'll take 50 again. At 450, 450, 450 is bidding away. At 450, 450, Ireland has it. At 45. 500 bid. At 500 a bid now. 500 is bid with you on the balcony. At 500 a bid. At 500, 500, 550 online. At 550, 550 is bid. Ireland at the moment. At 550, 550, 550. Who'd like 6? 600 at top. At 600 a bid. At 600, 600 is bidding away. At 600, 600, 600. Are you coming back in for one more Ireland? 650 you are. At 650, 650, internet has it. At 650, 650, walking away up top now. At 650, 650, I'll tell you what, I'll take 675 if anyone wants to jump back in. At 650 to bid. At 650, 650, 650. Are we finished? Are we done? It's going to Ireland. Make no mistake here. At £650 first time. at £650 for the second time. Hammers up then online, and it goes this time at £650. So £650 to bidder number 12171, is that? Yes. 12171 for £650, sold away. Moving on down, we go to lot number 83 this time, then lot number 83, and it's the 1957 Lambretta LD125. Beautiful example of a Lambretta is indeed. Look at that one, lovely colors on there. The blue combination looks great on it. Start me off, I'm in at 1500, 1600, 1700 a bid. At 1700, 1700 here. At 1700, 1700, I'll take 18 now. At 1700, 1700. At 1700, 1700, finished and done here at 17. At 17, 17 with me now at 17, 18 if you like it. At 1700 a bit. At 17, 1700. At 17, 18 in online now at 1800. Would you like 19? At 1800 a bit. 19 now. At 1900, 1900. You're in now online. 2000 will you? 2000 you do. At 2000, 2000 is bid in Derbyshire. At 2000, 2000, 2000. Your bid. At £2,000. Hammers up then. In Derbyshire at the moment, I'll take 2-1 if you want to go one more. At 2000, 2000, finished and done. Last chance. Fair warning here then. Hammers up. It goes this time at 2000. Go once, go twice. Finished and done. 2-1, 2-1 bid. At 2001. At 2-1, 2-1. The dramatic countdown there, done it. At 2001. At 2000, 2100 is bidding away. At 2100 a bit, then are we finished and done online? At 2100 is with you. Go once. At 2100, we go twice. At 2100, then finished and done at £2,100. Make no mistake, 2-1. Provisionally with you online bidder there, 2-1. Moving on down, we go to lot number 84 this time. Then lot number 84 is the 1968. 1968 is the Baltico Sherpata T 250 nut and bolt restored classic Trolls bike then. There we go. Look at that one there. Start me off on this one. Who's got £1,000 to start? Let's get it gone today. Only 465 kilometers on the clock on this one then. Anyone start me off? £1,000 to start. 1,000. Get it going today. £1,000. Go 800 then to start off. 800. Won't go any lower on this one. 800. If you want me to submit the bid to the vendor today, please come in now. £800, 8 bid. At 800 a bid. Thank you online. Looking for that bargain. 850 coming in now. 800, 800, 800. Let's go 850. 850's bid. At 850, 850. Thank you. At 859. At 850 with you then. At 850, 850 already there in Bolton online. At 850, 850, 850. I'm out. At 850, 850. Would you like 900 now? At 850, 850 is bidding away. At £850 we can submit. Make no mistake here. At 850, 850, 850. 900 back in now. Online you have it. At 900, 900 bid. At 900 a bit now. 900 is bidding away. At 900, 900, 900. At 900, 900, 900 finished and done. At 900, make no mistake, 950 back in, thank you. At 950, Bolton has it at the moment. At 950, 950, 950. Would you like 1,000? At 950, 950, 950. At 950 to bid. At 950, 950, 950 finishing done. Last chance in fair warning then online. If you're coming in, now's your chance. At £950. Make no mistake, we go for the first time at £950. For the second, 9,000 bid just in time. Take 1,100 next if we can. At 1,000 a bid. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Your bid at the moment online at £1,000. We're a little way off. I'll take 1,100 if anyone else wants to jump in on this one. At 1,000, 1,000 is bid. At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 is bid now 1,000. At 1,000 then hammers up. At 1,000, are we finished? Are we done online? Would you like to come in for one more? Now's your chance. At 1,000, go once. At 1,000, go twice. Finished and done with you online at £1,000. We'll see what we can do for you online. 411, we'll see what we can do for you. Thank you very much. We'll get in touch. We move on to lots number, just before we move on then, just to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, a massive happy birthday to the seller that was 90 today. We've managed to get lot number 10 away and sold away. The Honda CBZ 250N Super Dream sold at £2,000. So that one's been and gone. There we go. Moving on down, we go to lot number 85. Continuing on here then, lot number 85, 2011 Honda VT 750S, superb condition cruiser, lovely bike in 1500 at 15 bid. At 1500 with me now at 15. At 1500, bidding away now at 15. At 1500, 1500. At 1500 is bid. At £1,500 a bid now, 1,500 in bid now, 16 bid now. Oxfordshire, welcome in Banbury is with you at 1,600. Would you like 1,700 bidder? At 1,600. 17 bid, thank you. At 1,700. At 1,700. At 1,700. I'll take 1,800 if you're coming back in now. At 1,700. Yes, with you. At 1,700. Are we finished? Are we done? At 1,700. I'll take one more 50 if you want to come back in. At 1,700. At 1,700. I'll take one more 50 now. At 1,750. Oxford, you're in. At 1,750. At 1,750, would you like to go 18? At 1,750 bid. At 1,750. Make no mistake here. Hammers up. At 1,750, are we finished? Are we done? Last chance, fair warning then. We'll submit that bid at 1,750. With you online, 1,750. To bidder number 5724, provisional. Moving on down we go to lot number 86, the 1970 Triumph Daytona 500. There we go. The Daytona 500 there. Start me off on this one. I don't know. Who's got £3,000 to start? Who's got £3,000 to start me off here? In the purple paintwork as well. Look at that one there. Start me off. Who's got 2,000 to start then? £2,000 seems low enough to me. 2,000, kick it off today. £2,000. Anyone interested at 2? 222, 2 your bid. Thank you online. You're in at 2. I'll take 22 if you want. 2,002's bid at 2,002. At 2,002, I'll take 24. At 2,200 bidding away. Would you like 24 online? At 2,002. At 2,200, are we finished? Are we done here? At 2,004. At 2,004, you're in. At 2,004. 2,600, one more online. Would you like to go? At 2,600, you do. At 2,600. At 2,600, coming in for 2,800. At 2,600, are we finished? Are we done here? At 2,600. At 2,600 a bit now. 2,006 is bid. At 2,006, I'll take 2,700 if you're nice and quick. At 2,006. At 2,600, I'll take 2,700 if you want to go again. At 2,006. At 2,600, are we finished? Are we done? Hammers up now. At 2,006. At 2,600, last chance in fair warning. This time away then. At 2,006, go once, go twice, finish and done. 2,700 just in time. 2,700 bid at 2,007. At 2,700, 2,800 fast bid in there. At 2,008, Carmarthen show you're in. At 2,000, 2,008. At 2,800 a bid now. 2,008. At 2,000, 2,800, are you finished? Are you done? At 2,000, 2,800, I'll put the hammer up now. At 2,800, last chance, fair warning this time away then. At 2,000, 2,008, we go once, we go twice. Finishing done at £2,800. Make no mistake, 2,800. It's provisional with you online, 1359. 1359 takes that one at £2,800. Provisional. Just going to wait, ladies and gentlemen, just muting the mic a minute, just whilst that car alarm gets sorted, because it's very loud. Right, there we go. Many apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. And it's back off again. Just give us 2 seconds. I think it's just getting sorted here. It's a very loud one, so I'm going to mute the mic just to save all your ears at home. Right, very, very, very loud alarm that one is. I think everyone's ears are still ringing. So just sorry about that online. We just had to mute the mic just to cut out some distributing sounds from an alarm over there. Anyway, lot number 87 here. 87, unfortunately, is no longer in the auction, but is sold away already. It was the 1986 Kawasaki GPZ 400. sold at £750. So we will move now on to lot number 88 this time there. Lot number 88. And we are on to the 2007 Ducati. It's the upgraded to the 1198cc engine as well. Had a nice little upgrade, 4-stroke as well, 6-speed manual on this one, carbon wheels. It's all singing, all dancing, really. Let's start the bidding off. Who's got £5,000? Who's got £5,000? Lovely Ducati there. Start me off. Get it going at £5,000. Anyone interested at 5? 5 straight in, thank you. We're going 500s for the minute. At 5,000 bid. At 5,000, I'll take 5,500 if anyone else is interested here. At 5,000, 5,000 bid straight away online. Welcome in Torquay and Devon. You're in at 5 the bid. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. At £5,000 a bid. Now 5,000 is bid. I'll take 250 if you want. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Maiden bid jumping in straight away. At 5,000 is with you in Torquay. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 is bid. I'll take 250. One more. At 5,000 a bid. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Are we finishing done online at just £5,000? Make no mistake here. Surely not. 5,250 just in time. At 5,250, 5,250. At 5,250, 5,250 is bid. At 5,250, 5,500 straight back in now. At 5,005 is with you in Torquay again. At 5,005. At 5,500 is bid. At 5,500, 5,500, 5,500. At 5,500 we are bid now at 5,500. At 5,500 are we finishing done here? At 5,005. At 5,005 I'll go 5,600 if you want. We'll submit the bid, the highest bid to the vendor today. We're a little way away, but at 5,005, I'll take 5,600 if you want. At 5,500, at 5,500, bidding away now at 5,500. This is a bargain, isn't it? At 5,005, at 5,000, 5,005, at 5,500. Are we finished? Are we done? Last chance then at £5,500. Make no mistake here then. At £5,500, hammers up now. We're going to have the word then at 5,500. I will submit that bid with the vendor online. It's a little way off, but you seem to be a keen bidder, so I'm sure we'll get a deal done for you there. £5,500 provisional there to our Devon bidder, 12142. We will make that call online and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Moving on down, we go to lot number 89 this time then. 89 in 1980 Yamaha RD400. Nice example of this much loved bike as well. Nice looking bike it is indeed. And I'm straight in with me at 3,000, 3,2, 3,4, 3,6, 3,8 at 3,008. At 3,800, we start here at 3,008. At 3,000, 3,008. At 3,800, bidding away now. 3,008 on the butt with me. At 3,000, 3,008. I'll take 4 if you want to come in now. At 3,000, 3,800 is bid. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,008. At 3,800, are we finishing done now? At 3,838 is bid. At 3,800, 3,008. At 3,800 a bid now. 3,008 finishing done. Last chance and fair warning then with me on the commission bid. 4 just in time. At 4,000, 4,000 and 2 back to me. At 4,2 bid. At 4,000, 4,002. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,200 is bid. At 4,000, 4,002. At 4,200 bid now. 4,002 finishing done now. At 4,200 is bidding away. At 4,2, 4,2, 4,2. At 4,200, 4,2. At 4,2, 4,2, 4,2. I'll take 4,3 if it tempts anyone back in now. At 4,002. At 4,000, 4,200, are we finished? Are we done here? At 4,002, make no mistake then, last chance. Fair warning at £4,200, finishing done at 4,2. Commission bidder 383, that is a provisional bid there. At 4,200, we will make that call again. Thank you very much. Moving on to lot number 90 then, not many to go, 1999. I'm going to go over to Steve, and I'm not going to attempt to pronounce this one. So over to Steve, and you can do the pronunciation on this one for me. Thank you.
When I were a lad, I used to get the Guinness Book of Records every year for Christmas. And the first thing I used to turn to, all right, the second thing I used to turn to was the fastest production bike in the world. And it was the Laverda Jota, this is the 1970s. Or Yota, as we're being encouraged to pronounce it. I don't know. I mean, when did Porsche become Porsche? I blame Quentin Two Owls Wilson, my friend and colleague from, we used to be on the Top Gear. Do you remember Top Gear? Yeah. Do you remember? I'm being Peter Kay here, aren't I? Remembering the 1970s and the Laverda Jota. In the late 90s, Laverda made a comeback with this bike. They did 3 versions of it. There was a naked version, fully faired, and in the middle, this is the half-faired version that they called the Diamante. It's got a 700cc parallel twin, 4-stroke engine with 70 horsepower, and the best of the components that you could find in Italia. So we've got Paoli forks, Marchesini wheels, Brembo brakes. I went to the launch of it at the Thruxton Race Circuit. That didn't go too well, but let's talk about that another day. Let's instead look at this bike, which has only done just over 16,000 kilometers from new. It needs an MOT if you wanted to use it on the road, which I'm sure you would, because here's the thing. If you went out on this on a sunny Sunday afternoon to the place where thousands of like-minded individuals would gather for a spot of sort of a cup of tea and a bun and a wander around and look at all the other bikes, do you know what you wouldn't see? I'll tell you what you wouldn't see. Another one of them. That is a rare machine and available for not much money. Go on, why not? Just think, you could be the only one with a Laverda Diamante.
Love the name of it. The Diamante then. There we go. Look at that. And they like the name of it online. We're in at 1,000, 1,100 and 1,200 online bid. At 1,200 straight away. We will start here, ladies and gentlemen, at 1,200 with the online bid now. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. At 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 14 bid. At 1,400, 1,400, not surprised. At 1,400 a bit now, 1,400 is bid. At 1,400, 1,400, would you like 16 now? At 1,400, 1,400, I'll tell you what, we'll take 15 at 1,400 bid. At 1,400, 1,400, 15 in online. Thank you. 1,500 in Spain, 1,600 back to Warrington, Cheshire at 1,600 a bit. At 1,600, 1,600, 1,600. Be perfect for those dry roads in Madrid. At 1,600 a bit. At 1,600, 1,600. Would you like 17 now? At 1,600, 1,600. At 1,600, 1,600 on the Diamante here. At 1,600, 1,600. I'll take 50 if it helps you back in. 1,650, will you? You coming in for the small bids now? 1,650 bid. At 1,650, Madrid, Spain with you. At 1,650, 1,650 on outright sale from this point onwards. At 1,650, it's in the market. It's here to go today. Make no mistake. At 1,650, 1,650. At £1,650 the bid. It's off to Madrid in Spain then at 1,650. Would anyone else like 1,700 now? Make no mistake, at 1,650 it can go. At 1,650, 1,650. At 1,650, 1,650, hammers up. At £1,650 I sell this time, make no mistake. At 1,650 once, at 1,650 twice, and selling now with you in Spain at £1,650. Sold 1,650. 1,650. Thank you to the bidder in Spain there. 1,650. Lot number, bidder number 6789. I think that's 6789. Yes. Moving on down, we go to lot number 91 then. Lot number 91 is 2016 Direct Bikes 50 QT. There we go. Look at that one there. No reserve today, ladies and gentlemen. Who's got £500 for it? Who has got £250 to start then? Just a nice small little quarter on this one. Let's get it going. £250 for a nice little run round there. Handy little thing to the pop to the shops on this one. Start me off. What about £200 to start them? £200. No reserve. Must go today. I'll start it at 100. If not, if there's no interest at £100, I'm going to have to move on. 100 bid. Thank you. Online. We'll go in 50s. We'll go in 25s on this one. Let's have a bit of fun with it. Just undo that bit. It's with online bid. I'll take 25 next. There we go. 100 bid and 25 if you're coming in. At 100, 100 bidding away now. At £100 the bid. The bargain of the day then. At 100, 100, 100. At 100, 100, 100 is bid. At 100, 100, I'll take 25 if anyone else wants to go in. It must go today. No reserve. Make no mistake. It's off to Ireland at the moment. At 100 a bid. At 100, 100, 100 is bid. At 100, 100, 100, would you like to go 25 now? At 100, 100, 100, is that all it's going to see? At 100, make no mistake then. At £100, hammers up now. Are you finished? Are you done? Last chance. Fair warning. Goes once. Goes twice. And sells then at £100. Sold for £100. Thank you, online bidder 12171. Moving on, we go to lot number 92 this time then. Lot number 92. And this is the 1988 Honda CBR 600 FJ again. For spares or repairs, this one, electric start as well. Standing in, where we at? Who's got £250 to start? 250 must be on this one, surely. Honda there. 250 even for spares and repairs has got to be worth that, hasn't it? £250 to start. 250 to get it away. Going to have to start it off again at £100 then. Won't go any lower. So if you want to come in on this one, it needs to be £100 to get it moving. Anyone interested at £100? If there's no interest, I'm going to move on. Last chance. Fair warning. We'll pass that lot and we'll move on. Lot number 93 coming your way. Lot number 93 then is the 1985, the Honda CMX 250. This one, the Rebel, no reserve project bike again. Lovely looking bike, this one. Surely there's a £500 bid to start me off on this one. Project bike there, Honda CMX 250C, Rebel, no reserve. Go to 250 then to get it gone. 250 coming in, surely. Lovely cheap little bike here at £250. 250 straight in. I'm going 50s if we can on these. At 250 is bid. At £250 in Ireland at the moment. He likes a bargain or they like a bargain online. At 250, your bid. At £250, I'll take three. At 250. At £250 is bid. At 250. At £250, are we finished and done? I'll take three if anyone wants to jump in. At £250, it can go. So make no mistake online. Hammers up. First time, second time, finished and done at 250 and three. At 300 bid. Thank you. At 300 a bid. At 300. At 300. Ireland, would you like to go 50 again? At 300, 350 back to Ireland now. At 350. This is more like it. At £350. Would you like four? At 350. Are we finished and done this time? At £350 is the bid at the moment. I'll take 75 if they're nice and quick. We'll go in those 25s online. Would you like one more? At £350. 375. 375 now. Would you like four? At £375, your bid. Hammers up. At £375, we're going to go once. We're going to go twice. Goes this time at £375. Make no mistake here, 375. Four bid. At 400 a bit now, 400 is bidding away. At 400. At 400 a bit now, 400 is bid. I'll take 25 again, underbidder. Would you like to go again? At 400 a bit. At 400, you are bid for. At 400, I'll take 25 now. At 400 for the first time. For the second time. Third and final time, it goes this time at £400. So £400, and that went to 171. Moving on down we go this time then. Lot number 94 here then. Lot number 94. Where are we at with this one then? Lot number 94 is the 1992 Suzuki GSX-F. No reserve. Spares or repairs on this one. Start me off again. Who's got £500? Who's got £250 start? £250. Cheap little bike here. Won't go any lower on this one. £250 to get it in the market today. £250 surely. Anyone interested for a little bargain here? £250 surely. We'll go to 100 then. Kick it off today. £100. 100's bid. Thank you online. At 100, we'll go in 50s from here. At 100 a bit. At 100 is bid now 100. At 100 bidding away. At 100 a bit now 100 is bid on the Suzuki here. At 100, are we finished? Are we done? At 100, I'll take 25 if anyone else wants to jump in on this one. At 100 a bit. At 100. At 100, finished and done then. Last chance. Fair warning. It goes. Make no mistake. It sells now at £100. And that was two bidder number 1271 again. Moving on down, we go to lot number 95 this time then. Lot number 95. And we're in and away at... Sorry, lot number 95, 1974, Suzuki GT 750 here. The iconic motorbike there. Is there anywhere £5,000 to start on this one? £5,000 to start. It's got low mileage, 22,000 miles, HPI, lovely condition as well. Starts, runs, and rides. Excellent little bike. Surely there's £5,000 to start this one off here. 555. Anyone interested today at £5,000 to kick it off today? 555. Do you want to jump in online? £5,000. Now is your chance. 5,000 to go. 5 bid just in time. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 in Thatcham, welcome. At 5,000, had a bit now, 5,000, I'll take 200s from here. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Are we finishing done on this bike here? At £5,000 the bid. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,002. If you're coming in now, at 5,000, 5,000, finished and done then. 5,2 just in time. At 5,002. At 5,000, 5,002. 5,4. At 5,004 now, 5,004. At 5,000, 5,400 is bid. Would you like to go 5,600 under bidder? It's your turn now. At 5,004. At 5,000, 5,400 is bid. At 5,000, 5,004. Are we finished? Are we done? Last chance online at £5,400. Make no mistake, if you're coming in, now's your chance at 5,400 once, twice. Finished and done then at £5,400. Online bidder 5,4. We'll see what we can do for you online. £5,400. Provisional bid there to bidder number 6033. Thank you very much. Moving on to lot number 96 is 1952. It's the Ariel VB 600. Outstanding example. This one is then. Lovely looking bike. Who's got £1,000 to start? 1,500, we'll take it. 1,500 bid. At 1,500, 1,500. At 1,500 a bit now. 1,500 is bid now. 1,500. 1,600 my bid. At 1,600, I'll take 17. At 1,600, 1,600. 1,600 a bid and 17 bid. At 1,700, 1,700, we'll go with you. I'll go 18 with me. At 1,800 now. At 1,800, my commission bidder has it now. At 1,800, 1,800. At 1,800 a bid. 1,900. My bid's 2,000. I'm going to ask for 2,002 next if we can. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. At 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Get me on the right foot. At 2,000, 2,2. At 2,002. At 2,000, 2,200 is bid now at 2,002. At 2,002, I'll take 2,4 if anyone else wants. At 2,000, 2,002. Online bid here. At 2,000, 2,200 is bid. At 2,002. At 2,000, 2,200 is bid now at 2,002. At 2,200 a bid now 2,002. I'll take 2,3 if it tempts anyone else in. My bidders are out. You're in at 2,002. At 2,200 a bid. At 2,000, 2,002. At 2,000, 2,200 a bid. At 2,000, 2,200 a bid. Now 2,002. I'll take 2,3 if anyone else wants to come in, or we'll submit the bid then. Last chance in fair warning this time. 2,3 just in time. 2,3, 2,3, 2,3. At 2,300 is bid with you. Online bidder has it at 2,300 a bid. At 2,3, 2,3, 2,3. At 2,300, I'll take 2,4. At 2,000, 2,003. Are we finished and done this time? At 2,300, we go once. At 2,300, we go twice. 2,4 back in. At 2,000, 2,004. Carmarthenshire, welcome back. You're in. At 2,400 is your bid. At 2,4, 2,4, 2,4. At 2,400, I'll put the hammer up again. At 2,400 a bid. Are you finished and done online? Would you like to go one more? At 2,004 once. At 2,004 twice. Last chance then at £2,400. We'll submit that bid for you at £2,400. Online bidder 21359 1359. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the last ride home for today. Thank you, bidders and people, for watching on YouTube. Next auction is going to be the 18th and 19th of July. We also have Barron's monthly auction on the 14th of June, as well as lots of other online time sales. So please keep checking our websites. We'll be taking consignments now for the next auctions. We've already got a lovely Mini Moke, an Aston Martin, and my favourite, a Massey Ferguson, all ready for the next sale. So a massive, massive thank you for everyone that's bidding today. We've been Manor Park. Cars go again tomorrow. Have a good night and hope to see you all again. Thank you.